Yeah, there's a little doggy.
Right? That's
So cool.
that's for the
I love the
ADHD.
dog.
That's for my ADHD viewers.
I love it. Yeah, except
They just need a little more going on. You know what I mean?
Listen, if your viewers need to guess what nationality I am, if they didn't watch
Oh my
last time,
gosh.
they-
Oh yeah.
what is
Tijuana.
that
what
guy's?
are you?
When I was
What is
fat, they
Brittany?
thought I was Samoan or Hawaiian. And
I
now
could
that
totally see Samoan.
I'm
Like,
a little thinner. It's questionable. Mexican, most people say.
yeah.
Yeah, you're looking a little rockish.
Especially if they don't know like your name. Like,
That's
I mean,
true.
if you're just Brendan, like,
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
Which is an
I'm
Irish
sorry.
name. So
You're gonna be able to see the recording. We're gonna have no oopsies. It really made me mad about the last episode when I time lapsed you.
I was like, out of all the people, you did it to Brendan. Like,
yeah, if you see
So
this
most
red light
important.
not blinking, let me know, Brenda.
are these multi-directional?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for that's in the way if you wanted to. Like,
They work
adjust
the
amount
best
side, just so you-
like that. If you're talking to them straight
yeah.
that
Oh,
way.
okay.
1, 2. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
There we
kind of
go.
lean it down
mine's
a little
like
bit.
broke. I have to like do it goofy.
Is it live on Facebook?
Yeah, I just got a notification. Oh, sorry.
Does it sound okay?
I don't know. Does it?
Oh, it sounds really good.
Ooh.
Wow.
Who's
I
that?
got auto-tune on her.
And a handsome
dialogue.
voice.
Someone told me.
Dog.
Oh, he's
What's his name,
ridiculous.
Toby?
Toby,
Okay.
yeah. Such
Toby
a dog
and
name.
Tabby.
Toby.
Okay, that's why I'm like, great. Now I'm gonna. be
Toby
confused for the
Flenderson.
rest of the night.
Mine,
the principal's
mine's
office.
Rainy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yeah,
She's sweet.
that's Rainy Days.
Toby, give me something.
Rainy Days.
Yeah, she.
Yes.
By
she was
Ja
named
Rule featuring Mary J. Blige.
Yep.
Stop.
Oh.
Daze.
Oh
Rainy
my
Days.
Ooh.
You're that
She was
dog.
already named when I rescued her.
There was a song playing in the gym today by Missy Elliott, and I was like, okay, what? In Kingwood?
Whoa,
Sometimes we get down.
Whoa.
I was the only one singing it though. I was like,
I do
it
love
was
me
Get
some
Your Freak
Missy-
On. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
okay, this is like way
Ooh,
too
in
far, but
Kingwood.
anyway, quiet.
No way. Get your freak on. Come
I love
on,
that
get your freak
Yes,
on.
I'm like, yeah, I'm the
gets me in
person
my
at the
zone.
gym, like
Yeah.
singing the songs.
Me too.
Yeah, so
I'll be in the middle of like lifting. It's like deadlift day, and like Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit comes on. I'm like,
Oh yeah. Did
I
you
will
guys
break
ever
this
watch
bar.
the Woodstock '99 documentary?
Yes.
Oh my
What-
gosh.
my
dude.
God.
That's insane.
It just stressed me out
just
watching
the whole
it.
time
I'm
I was just like,
yeah,
like somebody's gonna have to clean all that up.
I know.
yeah.
I was.
I was just pissed off.
Me too.
It's such a dad.
Look at all that mess.
Looking like garbage. Oh,
Then he's like on the piece of plywood, like
Great.
There are trash cans and you're not using them.
Yeah.
They're just littering everywhere.
I was
It's-
so mad.
jump over the porta cans and
Ugh.
Ugh.
yeah, I can't.
Dude, I watched
So
an
many
interview
naked
today. That I think it was Jon Stewart interviewing Fred Durst, and he said that he didn't even want to be in a band. He wanted to be a filmmaker.
Hmm.
So his idea was he's going to start with music videos. So he moved to LA to make movies, and he put Limp Bizkit together as a band that he could just film for his resume.
Okay.
And then
So he like fake became
Famous.
heavy.
yeah, and he said he didn't even
He was
want
on the
to.
sham.
He said he went to Jimmy Iovine and was like, Jimmy, who's like Tom Petty's Fleetwood Mac producer. He was like, I really don't want to be in a band. I want to make movies. Like, nah, you're actually just in a band now.
You're doing it.
I was like-
sorry.
And the look in Fred Durst's eyes when he said that, he was kind of like,
Oh,
I was
no.
like, I mean, I'll take it. If you don't
Yep.
want to do it, I got the nook. I know where the nookie's at.
Wow.
Yeah, I do all of it for the nookie.
I do.
Yeah, I do. Look, I think we're good right now.
Yeah, so let's get her started.
So, do you want to do the intro, honey?
What's the intro?
Because people have forgotten that you're the podcast host.
Ooh.
The podcast.
Actually, we're the hosts now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'm
tables
the
have
captain now.
turned.
yeah. This
I'm the
is
captain.
podcast double date.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Come on.
I like
Have you ever had
yeah.
another couple on the podcast?
No, this is it.
Come on.
And that's what if you come up to me like, "Hey, do you want to go to Chili's for a double date?" I'm like, "No."
No, you can come be on my podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can make it a little bit more interesting.
We had
Come on.
We had Don
There you
and
go.
Tiffany. They were on here.
No.
Oh yeah,
Can you scratch that?
Listen,
Yeah,
Is
sorry.
that live?
I just didn't.
I
wanna-
love them, but they don't count.
Yeah.
yeah, they're a little. They're
Interracial marriage for the win. Yeah.
Absolutely, that
There you
wins
go.
every day.
That'll definitely get 50K.
We are too.
Yeah.
We are. Right?
Interracial?
Yeah.
Dalton thought I was Latina when we got
She's-
together.
Okay, Dalton.
She's Norwegian and I'm
Just blue
German.
light glasses,
You're
right?
Yeah.
You're both Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Latino.
the blue eyes and fair skin that gave it away.
Yeah.
If you had dark hair, I could probably see it.
I did at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
could
was
imagine
super
it.
tan.
I was really tan. I had dark hair. It was like deep reddish brown, and I have green eyes.
Okay.
But I would have also thought maybe Native American if you had like tan and you were
kinda
I was
what I was
very
thinking.
tan,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was wearing like
indigenous.
browns and oranges and had on a bandana. Like he always remembers my outfit the day I met him. I was wearing like a romper or something.
I was like, I always wanted
I
to.
also remember this one time I wore a romper too. I went to the Children's Museum in Houston.
Okay, wow.
It was like one of our first
This
days.
is so inappropriate right
Yes.
now.
Well, he remembers that too.
Well, y'all are
so.
still together.
Romper.
It's the romper.
No,
Oh my
I see what
gosh.
you're saying. It is.
Yeah.
Inappropriate? Yeah.
No, it is what it. Where is that
Uh-oh.
romper at?
Hey,
I don't
where's
know.
the
He's just
romper?
like he's
It
channeling
never came back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Favorite outfit.
Yeah, it
It's
never.
gone.
It never came back.
It's
I
very
was-
tribally.
That's all it needed
Yeah.
for this to work.
I did. Yeah, it served its purpose.
Yeah.
Now it's moved on.
so the legal term is entrapment.
Okay. And now I wear my joggers every day.
Yeah.
That's what the lawyers say.
Remember me in the romper phase?
Yeah.
Tee hee hee. Yeah, I was like, I always wanted to date a tall Latina girl, and she's like, well, I'm actually from Devers. Well, you're still tall, so.
I went to school in Liberty. Like,
Liberty's a great place. Hey, come on, watch out. I'm sorry, guys. Let me stretch this. I gotta use this
stretch it out
pillow.
real quick.
I understand.
Dude,
I get it. I get it.
does your back hurt after gigs?
From, like,
Depending,
standing
yeah.
the whole
Mostly
time?
my legs because I'm the boots.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalton got some
And they're
dad
like
shoes.
they're like nice
Hey, dudes,
boots
they're
too,
Skechers.
not like they're
Yeah.
decorative boots in a way.
I've seen.
Nice.
I've seen what you wear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it. Dude, I've been wearing dad Nikes or
No, they're Skechers.
Skechers.
Oh, that's so great.
Well, one of my guitar player and my drummer, they never wear like country outfits. I
Maybe
don't
back
care if
there
they
in
see this. I'm
Vans or
talking
something.
straight to you guys, but
Get it? Get.
and I'm just
Talking
like, dude, we are a
piles.
vintage country band. You're wearing Vans and you're wearing like Jimi Hendrix bandanas out there.
It's the honky tonk
Like, yeah, come on,
revivalist.
people were
Come
trying to
on.
we're trying to be like Hank Williams.
Yeah.
This is like 1940s country.
Hey, get them some get ups.
Bring out your checkered Vans.
Put it in the.
So they get paid
in the
well
band's
enough to get their
budget.
own get-ups.
They do.
Yeah. Ooh, you have a wardrobe.
You get a
You
wardrobe
could.
allowance.
No, they get paid well enough to do it.
Yeah, but
Go to
you
Goodwill.
roll up and you got one of those like road boxes with outfits in them. That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
I have very
like a
very
trunk.
name brand clothing though. So I have George Strait's Wrangler shirts.
Oh yeah.
I wear Cody Johnson's model jeans, and I have Brad Paisley's boots.
Infused.
And Cody
Yeah.
Johnson's hat too.
I do have Kojo's Resist All hat.
Oh
too.
yeah, we talked about that last
Yeah,
time.
so that was my most prized gift from my wife.
Oh.
That is sweet.
Not our children.
I got Dalton some
that hat.
Toby Crocs.
Toby,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
I'm
those are sweet too.
obsessed.
Yeah,
That
I
was his
need that.
Valentine's
Oh my
present.
Can I get
I'm
some?
gonna get you with my face on them though.
I have socks
How about we just
like
make
that.
you a little like croc charm?
Oh my
That'd be so perfect.
gosh, yes, you're a gibbet. Whatever it's
Our
called.
family.
It's my kid.
Dude. Oh, let me turn you up, Sid.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I have to lean in real hard.
You talk so soft.
Well, it depends. Oh, okay, there it is.
Are
Well-
people comment? Is that people commenting on the
Yes.
What'd they say? First comment.
Feedback.
no Browns allowed? Is
Oh,
what they're saying.
wow.
Hey, I told y'all it's cool. He's cool. It's one of us, guys.
That one actually says this chat is ready to receive
Oh,
messages.
so nobody's.
Oh.
I know they
about to share
add
it.
they add in there, so it looks like I have clout. Sydney
Ooh.
Sydney spends on the rest of the time just adding people.
I love it.
I'm like half the time. Normally he's like talking, and so I'm just sitting here like reading the comments and commenting back. So I look like I'm like texting, but I'm actually like engaging with people.
There
So
you go.
I love you so much.
excuse you. Anyways, you're gonna introduce our guests.
Yeah, we have a repeat guest, somebody who I consider just
Repeat
awesome. Yeah, he's here to stir the pot again.
Yeah,
We did last
Yeah,
time.
in-
most controversial figure in
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the Alphabet Corporation's eyes, my most controversial. But yeah, I'm so glad a bunch of 23-year-old liberals in San Francisco thought it was so controversial.
you know.
But the one and only, the coolest guy. I mean, the most.
The best.
I'm
The
trying-
most. I mean,
I'm trying to
Solving world hunger.
Compared to the other goofballs I've had on here,
Yep.
He's like measuring on the spot. He's like the best. Okay, he is
Yeah,
the best.
he's the best,
okay.
Yeah, the most.
What
well-
else?
Stylish.
No, I think so.
I'll say, yeah, every other guest when they come on and they leave, I'm like, man, I do have my shit together. Except for Brendan, I'm like, you know what, I could do
Step it
I could
up.
do a little bit better.
Yeah.
So, but all the other ones, I'm like, I don't have it that bad. I'm doing all right. I'm just kidding to all the other guests, but it is
But not
freaking
really.
Brendan. How do you pronounce your last name?
Tanamachi.
I was about
Yeah,
to say it.
I don't want to get
I know it.
colonizer comments.
Yeah.
I practiced it
Yeah, Tanamachi.
because I thought it was
There you go.
Tamagotchi, like a
Tamagotchi.
So
Tamagotchi.
you have to think of his tan skin,
Yeah.
but with a tall vowel, so Tanamachi. Like a
Tanamachi.
ton of machi.
That's
if
a
machi
lot
was a thing.
of like
Ton of
things to
machi.
remember.
Yeah.
Ton
I got it, though.
If
Next
you say
time?
Tanamachi, I
just
wouldn't even
honestly,
think twice.
just like phonetically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Machi.
that's
If you really look at it
Tanamachi.
phonetically, it is exactly what it looks like.
And
It's intimidating.
yeah, it is.
It's a
very
lot of
good. I was
vowels.
felt
Yes.
when I posted our last episode, I was like, dude, I'm gonna look like an idiot if
I think I just put live
Yeah.
with Brendan.
Over the phone, when you say
Like
it,
with a
you have to be
friend.
very clear. TANAMACHI.
Yeah.
Because if you're not clear like that, they hear like double M's or double N's.
See, I thought it was double M's at first,
Yeah.
and then I would like joke around. I always make up names for people, and so I would call you Brendan Tamagotchi.
We've
It's a
never
common
heard that
one,
before.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
My entire middle school career.
I got one for Christmas this year for my brother, and I kept it
Colonizer.
alive for a long time.
colonizer.
I had to turn it off though because it'd wake me up in the middle of the night going feed me or like beep 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 beep. So, but you're Brendan Tamagotchi to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just
No
my.
offense.
To me, you're just my friend.
Oh,
I'm honored.
Oh gosh.
And
That's how
then
you overcome racism right there.
Yes.
we're fighting
Racism has been defeated tonight, y'all.
Boom.
we
Right here,
did.
at
We
the
can.
square
Can we
table.
claim it as
can.
finished?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
it. Finite.
It was just Easter, so and then racism. It is
Yes.
finished in many different
Oh,
ways.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
So now our government can get to work.
yes.
Yeah,
And
it's time,
stop banning me
Yeah.
from your.
it's time to fix the damn roads.
Yeah.
All right, we figured it out. I got a big ass pothole on Kingwood Drive. You need to.
Side note: did y'all see the article where somebody planted a small tree in a pothole, like in a neighborhood, because they wouldn't fix the?
Oh
No.
my
They would not fix it,
gosh.
so they planted a tree, and then the next day, like someone put Christmas lights on it, and then the next day they came out and were filling the pothole, and then they put a little cross and put "Rest in Peace" tree.
Oh,
But they fixed it, so
that's all it takes. It's just plant a tree.
yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
no, and then the newest addition is his better half, Chelsea Tanamaga.
Tanamugget.
I just-
butchered
So
it.
close.
I was like, do I want to say
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi?
No, you don't.
Tanamugget.
Tanamaga. She took on that as her name when they got married.
Yeah, formerly Terry.
Yeah, that's just
That's still the
Tanamaga.
same
I like
initial.
Tanamaga.
CT is been
CT?
CT for life.
CT. I like that. Yeah.
BT.
BT and
BT.
BT. Yeah, my parents call me BT. Like if they're texting me or they leave me a note or something.
Aw.
You know, back in the day in high school, and they leave you a note to do something.
Yeah,
like,
BT.
Unload the dishwasher. They put BT.
That's sweet.
My one of my best friends, her name's also Chelsea. So, her dad differentiates us. So, his daughter is Chelsea and I'm CT. So it was
like
like
that.
To
you
us,
know,
you guys are
so-
CR and CT.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
I like nicknames like that though.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just Sid.
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 Yeah.
Sid the Kid.
Sid
Sid
the
Vicious.
Sid.
That's what my
Sid
name used to
Shreds.
be on like Xbox was Sid
Yeah.
Vicious.
It says Sid Shreds.
No,
Sid
it's Sid
Shreds.
Shreds.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it. She needs her own.
I've
So-
seen
neon
Mrs.
sign
Shreds
now.
before online. They say that.
Yeah, I watched.
like that?
Not yet. Miss.
Just miss
no,
Just missed-
I,
yeah.
I
I'll save that
watched-
for later in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, don't spoil alert.
Special
Spoiler alert.
moment.
What? Oh, yeah.
Here's the ring.
Should we do it now? You got it? Can I have it?
I love it. Probably has hair
Will you
attached
do
to
me
it.
the honor of making me the happy?
Will you be my only groupie,
No way.
please?
No, because you have that old lady that
Oh, yeah, never mind. I forgot
Oh,
about her.
yeah.
She tips like $40 a show. Never mind.
She'll bring back the romper.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's
she
been
will
in
come
hiding.
back.
Who, the old lady?
no.
I want to see her.
Yes.
Well, her
Oh my
too.
God, the lady in the romper.
I want to see her show up to one of my shows in a romper.
Oof.
Dead. Do you
Playing
want
it.
to see that?
want to play guitar solo?
Ugh.
I mean, I would see that. I would like to see that.
Oh my gosh.
Look, Toby's
When that,
I know. He's so
It's so sad.
sophisticated.
He's so sad looking.
Looks like he's going on an airplane ride.
if y'all notice that Toby's got a donut on,
He's going.
Cute. I want him to sit here.
he knows
He probably will.
he knows you're laughing at him right now.
He gets
I
mad.
can't.
Poor
Toby.
dude.
Hey,
One day he wouldn't even look at me because I was like, I left him outside. I would walk in. He'd be like,
Oh my god.
he was so mad at me.
That's hilarious.
Oh, he's gonna make
This
him.
is so cute.
are you okay, dude?
Is he a schnauzer?
Yeah, I think he's mixed. He's not full
Yeah,
schnauzer.
he seems mixed.
He's like Maltipoo or Maltese schnauz, like a Maltese or whatever it's called.
Malteser.
Yeah,
When he gets hot, I'll put the mic. on.
Schnauztees.
yeah, a Schnauztees.
Sorry,
I had a-
everyone.
Okay,
I
if
had
your
a
dog
shingle.
ever goes missing, like just
Do you want to take him with you right now?
You heard that, Tobes?
He needs to go to the vet hospital.
He's not that bad.
You should take him tomorrow.
He's fine. He's just got skin problems. It's
got lots of
so
problems.
sad. Can you go outside? You're ruining it.
no. He's the best.
I'm not gonna go on TikTok till he leaves. I'll
Stop.
just put him
No,
on
let
TikTok.
him. Yeah. Anyways, sorry.
Oh. Hold on. I need to go live on TikTok. My bad. I need to. Not that I want to. You see that? I am a
No
TikTok.
worries.
I'm a TikTok influencer. Hold on,
Ooh,
guys.
hey.
On another note, I was really looking forward to coming to the Easter service, but then I got sent to the ER. So for,
Yeah. No, you already mentioned it. Tell the whole world.
no, I'm not. It's okay.
Had
That rash.
explosive diarrhea.
That's what it was.
Liquid dew.
That's my. Have you ever had that fear of doing that on stage?
Never.
You think
You've
of
literally
that?
never
Always.
thought of that?
No, never. Not one time.
Do you think of that every time you go on stage?
Not every time, but a lot.
The only kind of fear like that I've ever
What
had
if
is like
you just
burping into the mic.
Yeah.
unclench for like 1 second, then it could all just
Oh,
break
yeah.
loose? Yeah. So.
I was in theater in school, and I never got that feeling.
The worst thing that's ever happened to me on stage was I lost my voice 2 songs into a 9-song set,
Oh no.
and it was during like a
hate when
big
that
church
happens.
thing, and I was really depressed after the set. And I
You
went into
started
like the
crying.
backstage area, and there was like this whole cookie cake, and I ate the entire thing in the intermission.
No.
Court
depressed.
was preaching the sermon, and it was like 40 minutes, and I ate the entire cookie cake
Just in time
because
for
I
the
was
altar
so
call.
sad.
You sad eating cookie?
Oh yeah, it was bad. I was shoving it into my gullet.
Brendan.
That's okay.
That's okay.
This was probably about 11 years ago. So.
It happens.
Everyone feels bad.
Yeah.
All the
Oh.
attention's off Toby's skin.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I mean,
Now
that's
it's back.
better than like hard drugs, I
Yes.
guess.
Yep.
Because I see people get depressed and they just go to
There
they
you
go to the streets. So
Yeah.
Well,
I'll take
Just
that.
go to the cookie cake.
Yeah, no, I mean, go
Turn
to
towards Great American Cookie.
the Lord.
Yep.
amen.
Hey, I said that right
Hey,
there.
hey,
You know it.
Hey, come on. See what I get when I hang out with him?
I know. I'm
stop saying
glad.
dumb
I was
stuff.
excited when he was coming back.
Yeah.
He was on like a good streak for a little while, and he's kind of been. So I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, it was like
He told me the skin rash on Toby is mine and my dog's fault. So I
It
said,
is.
well, my rash is your fault.
it's not your fault.
Stress induced.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about what you're feeding him. Stop, dude.
I'm feeding the same food that
Chill.
he was eating before I lived here.
Chill.
So it's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Dude, if it
You
hit the
ain't
fan,
feeling
I'd
any
eat
shame for
him
that.
first. He'd be gone immediately.
Because
What?
the little
Rotisserie.
sausage dog has the
No.
most meat there.
Yes. More
Oh,
bang
he
for your
would go
buck,
to
Brady.
her. They
She's
both
my-
go to her.
No, she's my companion.
Okay.
That's my best friend. He would go before she did. So
Dude,
she's
you
been with
can
me
eat-
through
you
a
can
lot.
Eat me
Oh.
if I even Brendan.
Just-
You can if you
Just
get
give me like
hungry.
a foot or something.
Yeah.
We need to go hunting for animals.
No,
Yeah, I could do that.
That's too much work.
I've never killed an animal, but I want to.
Really?
I want to.
I love
Did you ever kill an animal?
I've never been hunting. Yeah.
I have.
Have you ever killed a insect?
Yes, many.
No.
It's like no. Okay,
person?
Not intentionally.
Never.
but never a mammal.
Yes, though.
Whoa.
Never got
anybody,
convicted.
never.
No one knows.
What do you want to kill?
I would love to kill a deer.
Yeah.
Gosh, you would cry your eyes out.
I would
It's-
not.
It's
No,
a,
you're
not.
Not at this point in my life.
it's an adrenaline rush, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I thought I like got up there. I was super excited. I got up there and I went to shoot, and I was just like, I'm about to take this deer's life. And
Yeah.
I did, and afterwards I was like, have you seen that video of the little girl when she shoots the deer, and then she's like, that's how I felt. But I was
Blood
also like
rush.
25.
You give thanks. You reach into it. You pull out its heart, and you take a bite. And
Yeah.
I did wipe the blood on my face.
Yeah. I'd probably do the same thing, honestly.
I
should've done
bit
that
a
with the-
dove's like head off. Like that's what you're supposed to do.
What are you?
But you can eat the liver.
But that's what you're supposed to
Raw
do when
liver.
you shoot. Like when you
Ozzy.
shoot. Yeah. It wasn't a crow though.
My dad tried to get me to do that with a dove. When you go dove, it's like some
Is
redneck.
that like a tradition?
Yeah,
thing?
it's like
It's not. It's
the
just
first
some
time you
hillbilly
shoot a dove.
crap.
I literally just went.
Cause my dad was like, "You gotta bite the head off." I was like, "No, I don't." He's like, "You got to, or it's bad luck."
It's not even
Bad luck.
dead.
Yep, I'll take the bad luck, cause I ain't doing that.
Did you turn me back down because I can't hear myself anymore?
Oh yeah,
Rude.
yeah. Hold on a second. Are you good?
Yeah, I guess. No, you literally turned me off.
Oh, I was like, wait.
Oh, I'm just trying to get my levels right, dude. Cause I want this podcast to be Grammy nominated.
Remington said, "Dang B, you need to go hunt. It's a great feeling."
Absolutely.
Someone called him just B.
Dang B.
Somebody
Dang,
somebody needs to take me hunting. Is the thing. I mean, I don't have any hunting rifles. I got a shotgun. I got a 12 gauge.
That's.
That's more
You
birds.
could kill a deer with
like,
that.
You could die for sure. You could kill.
But a lot of my friends do bow hunting.
I love to bow hunt.
So
You probably.
Just throw a javelin spear.
I have one friend. One of my
Yeah, you can
really close friends
Practice
is
for your Spartan race.
he's
Boom.
jacked but he trains.
Jacked.
His whole like fitness purpose is to go on these 10-day excursions in like the mountains of Colorado to bow hunt like deer or buffalo.
Yeah. Have you
So
ever shot a bow?
I mean, like in high school, like we
Yeah.
did like
Like
I think
archery.
you're in shape. It's a lot of endurance.
yeah.
I think you're in shape.
But if you have like,
I'm not. Don't take me. I'm not going with you.
What about the 45-minute curls?
yeah,
Yeah.
straight curls.
The mow, bro.
Yeah, I am. I'm.
The mowing, all the mowing you're doing.
I'm not. I'm. What is my? I'm like vain. I only work out for looks.
Okay.
Understand?
Like there's a big movement right now for
The
functional
aesthetic.
fitness, and
Yeah.
I've gone the opposite way in that.
Oh gosh.
I don't care about
I haven't
anything
said-
else other than the way I look.
I like feeling good.
Yeah.
If you feel good, if you look good,
Yeah.
you feel good. You feel good. you
I'll
look good.
never feel good.
Yeah. When you
I'll
smoke
feel
2 packs
good.
a day,
That's
hard to feel
yep,
good.
That
No,
is.
no, it's not because of that. It's just.
Dalton, how
I'm
can
telling
we
you,
get
you
in
can
a
get to a
challenge?
point where you feel good. You
yeah.
Go to the gym with us.
No, I'm not. I don't
do
like,
body
Come
pump
on,
with Chelsea.
come on.
With
I-
Chelsea
I-
T.
Body pump. That
I
sounds fun.
hate. No, that.
Hey, been to
She gets a free guest. So either you can
Don't
come.
waste it on me. You know somebody that could really benefit. That
I mean, her endurance is greater than mine. I do strength training. She does more
Yeah.
like endurance type stuff.
Yeah.
girl stuff.
Wow. Shoot.
Low weight, high rep. I'm the
Yeah.
opposite.
And see, I can do either. I was doing just powerlifting for a long time, and then I was like, I'm going back to CrossFit. I need some high intensity.
Yeah.
But I like to run.
Not doing that. Not doing that at all.
When I
Nope.
first met him, he was going to the gym. Like one of our first or second times hanging out, we went to the gym together, and I like
Dude, I was
Fit
ripped.
showed him up on some squats.
No,
too.
you didn't. I just was like, I'm not. She was like, trying to just. I gotta do your max.
What's
Like,
your squat PR?
Oh, I'm not a good squatter. I'm a deadlifter.
Okay.
No, my squat's like the last time I max was like 185. It's not good, but I just got to where like I have good form because like I have bad scoliosis. So
Yeah, mine was like 255.
That's not bad at all. It's not bad.
Dude, when we met, I was ripped. I really don't like gyms and programs because I get addicted to them.
That's a
he
good
has
thing.
an,
No,
he has
it's
an addictive
not.
personality.
I get addicted to it. Affects the rest of my life.
Well, say at least you're addicted in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, the only reason I stopped is because I was doing 2-a-days, strength and cardio,
Jiu-jitsu.
and then jujitsu, and I was just addicted. And then I was
How'd you
getting.
break out of that cycle then?
I
Got addicted
went.
to something else.
I went to jujitsu. I had a gig, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym right before the gig. I'm gonna go to the class, and then this freaking kid who was like training, I got hurt. He put me in an arm bar, I think it was an arm bar.
Something on your wrist.
No, it was my elbow. It was an
Oh,
arm
yeah.
bar or something, but he just got it. It was like a kid. So they get it so fast before I could tap. But luckily, I tapped before he broke my elbow.
Oh my
But he almost broke it. And I was at the gig literally playing.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't move my elbow. And I was like, I got to pick.
I'm done.
Yeah. That's
Done with that.
that's me.
But I really don't. It was the gym. The gym was more of like a competition gym. And like, a lifestyle jujitsu MMA gym. So like everybody that trained there, they like Elite was the name of the gym, and they're big in the competitions. They have a big team, a really good team, and then a lot of people that go there, that's like their life. So it's like I either need a real small gym or a personal coach. But until then, I can't afford that now. So until then, I just had to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm just like trying to get my business going and my band, my music. So I just have to put all, because I was like, if I couldn't work out that day, like I'd be like crippling anxiety. Like I have to work out today. I have to do it. And I looked great. I was ripped and I
That's like a
beat a
lifestyle.
lot of ass. But I was like, I just would want to do it as much as I want music.
Yeah.
So I had to give it up for music.
I see.
That's what I looked forward to every day, was going to the CrossFit gym, especially in Mont Bellevue, like when it was close. And
Yeah, I looked forward to going to Elite every day, but then I was addicted in a way that was unhealthy too. And that when something would come up in the way and I couldn't go to the gym, I'd get extreme anxiety about missing it. So
what was a priority? I literally would schedule my life around the gym. Like I
But
know
I
that at
don't
this
think that's
time I was
healthy.
going.
because
You
now
schedule your life around shows.
It just depends on what
It's
your
priorities. Yeah.
yeah, and I do get extreme anxiety from my shows, but I also get paid to do it. That's where it's different.
Is it cool if I have this?
Yeah, I got it for you. Absolutely. Yeah, you got those really good beers. It's good to drink some. Yeah, have a drink of water, man.
Arbach, right?
Miller is
water.
my drink of water.
Rehydrate.
Rehydrate.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I got some Bud Lights if you want.
Oh.
I feel like you kind of knew that it was for you.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I have to be
okay, just
polite,
making sure,
you know,
because like,
that's
what if it was
I didn't know
actually for
Sydney wanted
Sydney?
the beer,
You're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I got that for Sydney. Let's make sure if she wants it first.
Yeah, well, it's just
Y'all share. Yeah.
We're gonna share it.
Her
Actually,
sip now.
sharing is caring.
Just
Or-
a couple of straws.
Yeah.
But I'm good, dude. I like when I feel mentally I need to work out, I work out. Or when I'm feeling fat, I go work out, and I'm happy with it.
Bust out a few crunches. Oh my gosh, sorry.
I will.
It's okay.
I'll go.
Happens all the
No, I'll go out there and just hit it. Dude, my crunch game was on point. Used to be.
Show us.
What you need to do is you need to put a row bar on your mower.
Oh,
you
so
can really just,
Ooh,
Oh.
I love to row.
Or,
nice.
yeah.
Row over
Or
bike
just pick
all
it
day.
up.
yeah,
I'm just out there benching my mower.
Yeah.
Something like that.
just dodging the blade as it comes
Yeah.
on your head. Yeah.
It's war training.
Yep.
Oh my
yep.
gosh. It's like a sled. Put some weights on. It's like a sled. You like
Functional
push on the
fitness,
sled.
yeah.
I always wanted, and have no idea what I'm talking about, and I probably wouldn't, but I always wanted to do one of the belly crawls while they're shooting a machine gun above you, like they do. I don't think they do it anymore because so many people got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they used to do it in the Marines, like
Yeah.
Like under the barbed wire in the mud type.
I know.
Army
There's
crawl?
probably some veteran
They
listening.
do
to
that.
this, like,
They don't do the machine guns, but they do the belly crawl in the mud and the barbed wire and Spartan races and.
I think they
Mutters.
shoot
They
blanks
didn't shoot
now.
guns at you?
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
did.
say that. It's probably just,
That's it.
Were you in the military?
No, I'm saying at the Spartan race.
Oh, I was like, damn, the Spartan race?
Yeah, that's what I said. They didn't shoot guns at you in
No,
the
they don't do
Spartans?
the guns, but they do the barbed wire and the belly crawls.
Get there, and there's a dude in an SS uniform with an MG42. Like,
can't.
Viva, ask the
yeah.
Viva Lastin.
I'm just trying to do a marathon. I mean, but yeah, there's probably like some veteran listening right now. It's like, you don't want that soft. You don't know what you're asking for.
So I bought this military backpack about 2 months ago because purely for functional reasons.
Yeah.
Because I had this leather backpack and it was cool, but this one is just big. And I've had multiple people ask me like, "Where'd you get that
thank
backpack?"
you for your service.
No. Well, Courtney Lee's was like, "Brendan, where'd you get that backpack?"
Name dropping.
And I was like, "Oh, I bought it on Amazon." She was like,
Brad has
"Her
the same
husband
one
is
from
in
the
army."
army.
Yeah, and I was like, "She's
Aw.
totally thinking stolen valor right now because
Dang. Aw, that sucks.
It's private first class, Brendan.
it's
Is it on
Captain
Amazon?
Tanamachi." Think
That's Captain Tananachi.
I could see. I bet you would do you would be what they want in the military.
Sometimes I think that, but I
know that.
bad shins.
That, he gets that mindset when he's coaching the 7-year-olds on the soccer field.
Did
You
you say
know,
bad shit?
Yeah.
he does that bad shit. But
Not so much anymore now that I lost all the weight, but
True.
when I was heavy,
it
they
used
were
to
like,
be like
the glass.
that would
Literally, you
just
could touch
send
them and it would
over.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, that's weight though.
Yeah.
Because when I was overweight, my shins would, dude. I would roll my ankles like nothing, and you'd be out of commission, bro.
Yep.
Oh, I do that now, but I have horrible ankles from volleyball from high school.
Hey man, give me a high five to losing weight.
Yeah. Woo!
I know you look great.
I've been there. That's one of the movements I could never hop onto is body positivity. I feel like people that I just was not happy when I was overweight.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know why y'all are like saying this is okay. It's just not with
You
me.
just feel
Yeah.
better. like,
Yes.
You know?
I mean, he would say like, when you have to stop breathing to bend over and tie your shoe, it's like you need a
Yeah.
change in
yeah,
your life.
Yeah,
That's a real
true.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I was I was probably 255, but like no muscle.
Yeah,
And then
muscle
what did I
weighs
do
more.
to lose weight the last time? Because I've been fat.
You got divorced.
Oh, that was it.
You were-
Yeah,
you
Sometimes
were like
it
the-
has the opposite effect. You know?
Yeah. Well, he
No,
literally, it was like the freeze. Your dad passed away and your wife left. you.
That's what, yeah, it got me in.
Jeez.
Like, I hate to be like a Debbie Downer, but he's told me this story before. It was like
No, that ain't
triple
no big
whammy.
deal.
Gosh.
Like,
Yeah, dude, I got my divorce paperwork finalized the same week my dad died.
Gosh.
Horrible.
and then you lost some weight,
Timing.
It was a pretty shitty week, but
Nothing like trauma to
right?
stop you from eating.
Yeah. Or overeat.
Yep.
I mean, that was a life-changing. I've been nothing but better since that week. I really reevaluated my life and so much better after that week. Though people say I'm an asshole, but I just have less sympathy for sadness, I guess.
I think you're just more real now. Like,
Yeah, like, come on, dude.
You've been through it. Suffering produces
Yeah.
that kind of.
Like, I feel bad
hard.
now for, like the people in Ukraine or some shit. Like, I feel bad for them, but, like, dudes, especially musicians, some of the saddest, softest people I've ever met in my life, dude. Like,
You're a musician.
I hit a F flat instead of a G sharp. I don't think I'm gonna quit. And I'm like, God, dude, you are so lame. Like, my music clip that I posted only got 300 views. And I'm like, dude, you're so sad. I just want to be done with that.
Yeah.
What did you press over there?
I ended it because it was only like six people.
There was constantly people hopping on. I was watching.
I know, but they
Just do it.
can go to Facebook. I don't care.
I've been watching Facebook. So.
And we're talking about things that I think might get us banned, so I'd rather just talk about them than
Being fat.
They will absolutely.
We don't like skinny people.
Dude,
Sorry.
I think
we like our food.
We talked about this maybe, but TikTok, they all have something. I mean, Facebook and Instagram is the Wild West. YouTube is the only thing they care about is medical. You know what I'm talking about. And TikTok doesn't care about anything except pronouns and not calling people either height deficient or weight. It's so weird.
Proficient.
You could,
Proficient,
yeah, you
yeah.
could say anything about medical stuff on TikTok.
Yeah.
They don't care. But you'd say, if you call somebody,
A short person, yeah.
yeah, or I guess I'm off TikTok. If you call somebody a midget,
We got banned for saying midget.
I got banned for saying midget in a joke. And then the next podcast, I was on TikTok Live and I went, I was saying midget as a joke.
Done.
And they banned me for that. Just for.
You know,
You said it again.
Yep.
Yeah, you're done.
you
Who is watching it to like take it down that fast?
Theo Vaughn says midget all the time. He didn't get banned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You and Theo Vaughn would
Theo Vaughn is
be. You're kind of
too
like
much.
cut from the same cloth. I don't know if you watch
Wow.
him.
I do, and a bunch of people have said that I am the guitar player versus Theo Vaughn.
Yep.
But I am kind of like that. But
Probably like more brain cells though.
yeah.
He says some outlandish things.
He does.
So
Yeah.
I saw a video where he went to Paris for Fashion Week and did an open mic set, and he almost bombed. It was embarrassing.
Really?
was it with the purses or something?
Yeah. Did you see that
Yes,
clip?
yes.
He kind of
Like,
say,
"So, do y'all want the yeah? He was so off. It was weird.
yeah, because he's not performing for rednecks. Like you got a bunch of
important.
French people in
Yeah,
Paris.
yep.
Like
Very
Croissant.
different. Yeah.
you could
Croissant.
tell. You could tell he was like, why am I here? Like,
Yes, it was so weird.
But I think it started a lot. I think there's from a video I posted a long time ago making fun of somebody, and their fans came after me, and I think it might be them. I think they might be lurking and they report anything.
We're watching for this guy.
Haters.
But I don't know. I think it's voice recognition on the live too, because it's like you say the words. Because if I said height disadvantaged, you won't get
Yeah.
mad. Yeah. But if you
So
say
you said
that,
dwarf.
same with retard.
Yeah.
I'm saying it, stating it. I'm not saying it. I'm not.
You only call your friends that, right?
Yeah. You only call retarded people that.
Hey.
But in a medical way.
I'm wearing my special needs shirt today.
Wow.
I'm
That's what
special.
Michael-
needs.
on
that's what Michael Scott
today
says.
of all days. Yeah, by the way.
I
that's
am
fine.
Today
spe-
of all days.
I'm special needs, so it's okay. Good.
Special needs.
Yeah. You need Miller and Marlboro.
I felt so bad at a open mic last week, and y'all
Oh,
are gonna
my.
think I'm a bad person. And
I told him it was time to leave. I yelled at him on stage and said, "It's
I
time
played
to
a
go.
song
Get
and
off stage."
bombed. Like I didn't bomb, but I was just being goofy.
I was mad.
And I said
No.
nobody was really clapping, and I went, "I'm sorry, everybody. I'm on the spectrum. I'm autistic."
I said, "Get off the stage right now.
And
We're
then-
leaving."
You're done.
And then they were
You're
like,
done.
yes.
And I,
Oh,
but they
it gets
did start
better.
clapping.
It
and
gets
then
better.
I went and sat down, and some lady came up to me and went, "Thank you so much. You have no idea. I'm on
Raising
this,
awareness.
I'm on the spectrum. you have no idea how
Oh
much
my
that meant to me." And I just went.
She's like, "I'm on the spectrum too." I was like, "Well, he's not." So.
Oh.
You just totally ratted him
It
out.
was. It was
You
very
could have
much.
gotten away with it and then just dealt with the guilt later. But
It was
yeah,
very
like,
much like an
No,
office clip
Just-
in real life. I was like,
Seriously?
I was like,
And I usually I'll talk like crap in the background and just like make little comments. Like I was doing it that night, and the people in front of me were like laughing. I was like, "Get off the stage!" But when he said that, I was like, "Get off the stage right now. We are leaving. Let's go." Like I was like yelling. I was like, "It's time to go. Come on." It was bad.
yeah. I mean,
I was just waiting. Like didn't know what was gonna happen because you never know.
I don't think. Yeah, you've never seen me play live except I guess when we played together. But dude, sometimes I'll go off some. I'll say some outland like
He
I've
does.
rant.
never seen you be on a mic. I mean, I've seen you like get up on tables and stuff.
Yeah,
No, but if
he's
it's at the right,
more
if,
confident
if
in front
it's,
of the mic now.
yeah, and if it's right in my right crowd, I'll.
Never right.
Sometimes I'll
No,
start
yeah.
like I'll get political. I'll get real political.
Y'all's band dynamic is so different.
I know.
Than
It's funny.
It's
'Cause-
very weird.
It's chaos.
if any of my
It is.
members did that, I'd be like, "You're not getting a mic anymore. Never again."
Wow.
I have been told to turn him down before.
Yeah, they tried to take my mic. They tried to do that to me.
I'm like, turn him down, turn him off.
Turn me
him
back up right now.
Yeah, I actually showed up to a show and there was no mic, and I was like, "Where's
Oh
my mic?"
my gosh!
They took
And they
it
were
away.
like, "Oh,
It's fine. I brought my own.
He did.
yeah, I did."
Yeah. I was like, actually, you don't need that. So.
No, it's good now. I mean, I've gotten good. I mean, it's the crowd. I just know, like, I can tell if it's a
No.
right-leaning crowd. I'll say you can.
Well, you're in Southeast Texas.
That's what I'm
so-
saying.
Long-leaning crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes. But now I know there's like Saturday I was on the mic and I was just like, "Who here loves to dance to country music?" And the whole place went woo, and I was
Yep.
like, "Yeah."
Very simple question.
That's
Yeah.
that's how to get it.
Yeah. But then he starts like, well, who here is like goes off in some like government political
Oh gosh. Lost
history?
us.
Yeah. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Well, during the panoramic, when I was the only one playing, I'd get on and regular. I'd be like, "The government doesn't want you to see me play, but they can't stop me from hearing you this good for playing
Hearing
this,
you?
Yeah,
Hearing you this song.
playing you this good honky tonk music."
I love it.
I mean, like it'd be some like bar in the woods, 25
like four
people,
people,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You gotta do what you gotta do. So.
hey, they liked it.
Yeah.
I had a lady come up to me a year and a half in the panoramic, and she was visiting family from Washington, and she said she came up to me after the show. She said that was so amazing, and it wasn't. But she was like, "You're the first band I've seen in a year and a half. I haven't been out of my house in a year and a half." And I was like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Me?" I was
Amazing.
like, I feel bad. I was like, you should have gone and paid like, bought Nickelback tickets or something, or like, you know what I mean?
Just
But she was
Anyone-
like,
Changing lives out here.
Huffman's finest.
Yeah.
yeah, it was at LHB, I think.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, of
Well, I
course.
saw this.
All the
I,
way from Washington.
I did see this post the other day because I'm on all the Kingwood like
Yard sale.
Yeah, those kind of groups, and the
I'm on that
Humble
one.
ISD parents groups.
Oh, yeah.
Even though my kids are homeschooled, so we're not even in the district.
Dads
but-
of Kingwood.
Yeah, basically, and so every now and
Look at
then
my freshly edged yard.
they,
From my
they
wife.
posted this post that was like, Black Republican women of Humble
That's very specific.
were meeting at. I think it was that. Maybe it was just Republican
Should
women.
have showed up.
There was some kind of African American context there, but they were meeting at Tin Roof, and like some people got on. They posted this like promo for their gathering at Tin Roof on the Humble ISD parents page, and there's always polarized, mixed opinions. And so somebody's like, "Oh, I don't go to Tin Roof anymore." And it's why is it always Tin Roof where the crazies go? And then they're like, I haven't told Sam or Sean this, but they wouldn't care. But it's like, yeah, it's always either Tin Roof or Lake Houston Brewery. And they're like, yeah, we don't go to Lake Houston Brewery anymore because they did the
Because
Trump.
of Earl.
Because Earl Shreds, but because they.
I played at that Trump rally.
Yeah, they were like they did the Trump
Nice.
boat parade and a bunch of crazies, and then there's this like whole slew of moms that get on there and they're like, I'm proud to be one of those crazies. Trump 2024.
So polarized.
It's a whole ass Kingwood Facebook.
I'm telling you, man.
I
it's-
love it. Sometimes I get on there just to read this. stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm on like the Liberty County stuff from when I lived there.
I need to
or
get
like
back on
Dayton
those
411.
groups.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be wild in over there.
It is, especially because we have a super Walmart.
Ooh.
They'd be posting
What?
pictures
Oh,
of people.
no, because we got a
Especially because we have a super.
Okay, well,
Walmart.
I
I
grew
feel like that's a very low bar.
because
Especially.
the super.
I grew up in this town that has nothing, and when we had a Walmart, but then we got a super Walmart, and I was in high school when it opened, and like the band played
the
at the
mall.
opening. Yeah,
Just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, the
that's all we
band,
did. It was
they-
24/7, and the band we played the opening of the super Walmart.
the
Like,
band.
Don't know what.
this is not good.
What?
Oh gosh.
I just put my hand
Trying
on
to
it.
sabotage you over there.
Yeah, were you trying to sue me? I got insurance.
Trying to Earl Shred you over there.
Yeah.
So, but like people will show up to this Walmart in the most ridiculous thing. They like we have like a
Oh,
People of Liberty
no.
Walmart
Oh,
page,
yeah, it's-
like.
So nasty.
But that's all. Like we have a Walmart, a Chili's, and a Whataburger.
Probably like $5 generals.
Where they're wearing like underwear as their masks.
Yes, like
the
the
panoramic.
5-gallon water
And the
buckets.
paradigm.
You see that at Porter Walmart too, no doubt.
Oh well, that's
Um,
Porter, so that's kind of like Liberty.
I've never seen anyone bad there.
I had a
The New
vi-
Caney Walmart gets a little.
Oh,
Wild
I get
now.
those confused. New Caney.
Well, I will
Yeah, I
say,
think yeah.
as a
Caney's further
Spanish
down.
male, I will say that the
Did you say Spanish?
yeah
Yeah.
because I mean
Well-
my mom's Spaniard.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not.
A lot of people
lying.
think Mexican though, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So
It's just wrong.
Porter is Hispanic, but it's mostly white.
White trash. Are you allowed to say
No.
that?
I would,
I'm allowed to say it because I'm
I-
white. You're allowed to say whatever you're about to say because you're Spanish.
but I
You
did
can
go
say
to the New
everything
Caney
else.
Walmart one time because sometimes the Porter Walmart is busy, but the New Caney Walmart was busier, but it was 100% Hispanic, just
Yeah.
pure Hispanic, which I did not expect in New Caney. I just
Oh no.
I would think
was
it'd be
the
just
one time
white.
in your life you weren't a minority?
yeah.
they're big there because they don't have no zoning laws, bro.
And then I went to the neighborhood Walmart is in Atascocita now, and I spent like 15 minutes at the guest services line trying to buy my mom this was like a year ago. My mom I was on the way to a gig, and I was like, I'm stopping the day before Mother's Day, buy my mom a card.
Aw.
So I got a card with a gift card, but I had to activate the gift card, and you have to do it at guest services 'cause you couldn't do it at the cashier. But I had to wait 15 minutes because the couple in front of me had to contact and send money to their brother in prison, but they didn't know they knew which prison, but there were like two different ways to send them. And so I eventually just left, and I was like, I'll stop by the Kingwood HEB or whatever. But
The clientele of these Walmarts.
I was like, what is going on here?
Go
Like,
to Target.
Well,
Yeah, come on.
they were like calling up the prison, and it was like busy half the time.
Just keep trying.
Hello.
And they didn't just say like,
Oh,
hey,
you've
dude,
reached
Yeah.
prison.
like, sir, just go ahead real quick. We're gonna be a while. They didn't acknowledge me
no.
at all. And that's just
He
so I
needed
was
that
like,
commissary money.
I know. Well, that was it. That was it. It was they couldn't. It was your choices were prison services or commissary, and they didn't know which one to pick.
I
so,
gotcha. Always commissary.
Yeah,
You
Have
need
you
the
ever seen the
ramen.
TikTok lives of people that are in prison?
Oh my
I've
gosh.
never.
Who's letting them have a phone?
Oh,
Dude, you've never seen those?
I've
Hey.
never seen. I will tonight.
I get
No,
'em all-
Say it louder.
yeah.
Yeah, send-
Prison TikTok.
Prison
Chelsea's-
TikTok.
Yeah. Your algorithm here, listen to me. Give some.
Earl Shreds.
They'll be
and
straight up, dude.
Prison.
Prison.
They have smuggled phones and they're on TikTok.
Hey, I will say,
I've seen a
ahead.
new fad is where you can now duo live.
Oh yeah, like the little
Oh, yeah,
games
sure.
and stuff. Yeah.
It's like the prison
It's like
kink
Omegle?
chicks. The chicks that are like the same chicks that sent.
Yeah, they're using an M&M to like do like their like eyeliner.
But
and
just
stuff.
they're like that's their thing.
oh,
Like,
you're talking
they
about like the
love-
people that like Charles Manson.
Yeah, like the
One
girls that-
American.
like the girl
Like-
type of girls
like the
that sent-
member, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be
Ted
hosting the duos and they're having different dudes in prison.
Mm.
No.
I've literally watched this, bruh, and I'm like,
I did see what's his name. Oh, he had a show, and he was white.
Who was
not anymore.
Not Michael
the reverse of Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name?
Vanilla Ice.
Bank fraud or tax fraud.
Bernie Madoff. No.
Tax
Lionel
evasion.
Messi.
We
No.
watched something about Madoff.
He was some rich white guy who had a show on like TLC or something.
The Wolf of Wall
Chip
Street
and
guy?
Joanna.
No.
Oh yeah, Bob Ross.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, he's funny, but
Is he in
anyway,
jail now?
Anyway,
ShamWow
yes.
guy.
He's in prison and he has a phone. So yeah, like
Oh
just
my gosh.
I'm like, how
Martha
are these
Stewart.
people getting phones?
Martha Stewart.
I mean,
She could be
basically
a
that
man.
level.
Yeah.
Her
Oh my
prison
gosh.
was nice.
What's-
Cassidy sent me. So first of all, Cassidy commented and said she used to go to Walmart and Liberty because there was nothing in
oh, it's
Mont
like
Bellevue.
something knows best.
Oh yeah.
Chris.
Chris. Yeah, Chris. What's his name?
Oh.
Chris. Chrisley.
Chrisley.
Yes,
What's his name?
yes,
Yeah.
Chris Chrisley.
Chrisley knows best.
Chrisley knows best. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's it.
guy is in prison and has a phone.
I forgot he was in prison.
I-
yeah.
His
Never heard
wife
of
too.
this.
Todd. She said Todd Chrisley.
Todd. Yes.
Todd
Okay,
Chrisley.
yes,
yeah.
Chris
thank you.
Chrisley.
Chris Chrisley.
It was everybody,
Kreme.
everybody thought he was
Gay?
Gay, yeah.
Yeah. He
Which
I mean,
very well
could be.
very well could
He's in
be.
prison now, so
Yeah, but he's not. He's in rich. It's not.
Oh,
He has
you
a
would
phone.
like jail.
Yeah,
You would like jail.
You would love jail.
he's not in that. No, he's in
Why would I
Martha's
like that?
Vineyard. He's in the same prison Martha went to.
Martha and Snoop. Cassidy sent me a TikTok the other day. She was like, she sent something to me and she said, "You would love this because it's so wholesome." And it's hard not to laugh, but it is very wholesome. It's like the prison put on like a performance of Lion King, like in like their like eating area, and like they made these little like
Costumes.
cardboard
Yeah.
costumes
Oh my
and stuff.
gosh.
And there was like it was a little short black guy at the top, and he was
Height
like,
challenge.
yeah, sorry.
No, you can say it.
Vertically
I'm-
challenged.
Vertically
I'm not on-
challenged, different, whatever. Anyways, I was trying to think of different words. But he's like standing behind a really tall guy, standing behind him, and he's singing like the beginning
Oh
of
my
The Lion
gosh.
King, you know. And then they do like this whole scene, and they end up all singing together like Circle of Life. And there's like a
Aw.
crowd, there's an audience, and someone videoed it and
my
put it on
gosh.
TikTok. And it's so good. Like these people are so talented.
And they're in prison.
They're in prison. Yeah, it's like something they did as like a, you know, like as their arts and crafts. So, you know, like that's
Aw.
their special that they did. But they did Circle of Life. Like it was like just a short excerpt of Lion King, and they had their little cardboard like manes, and there was like different
It's
animals.
incredibly sad.
It was, but it was also like these
Gives them
people.
something to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they did a good
Timothy
job.
McVeigh is there, the Oklahoma
Oh
bomber.
my gosh.
It's the
God.
He did.
circle of life.
It was so good. These people, like, I almost cried. Like, at first I was like, this is ridiculous. Started laughing. And then I watched it and I was like, and they were so serious about it. Like, they were not joking. Like, they took it very seriously. And you could tell that, like, they worked really hard.
Yeah.
So that's why Cassidy was like, I feel like you would enjoy this because it's very wholesome. And I did. It was so good. Like, I'm going to have to send it to you guys. It was really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I mean,
People in
like,
prison or have lives and phones, okay,
Yeah.
and they're putting on plays.
I saw a dude who was like, he had a hibachi grill he made.
Come on.
In prison.
with his ramen.
Dude, he was literally, yeah, and he had this.
The egg.
Yeah, he had the eggs, and he was doing the volcano.
Oh my gosh!
And like, all the bros were like around him.
ding, ding,
I was like, what? It's like,
Wow.
I need to get off this app. I need to go read a book.
I've seen some ridiculous TikToks. Yeah.
Yeah, Earl Shreds. He's got some pretty dumb ones
Right.
himself.
So
Swipe.
have you ever had an argument on the podcast?
Yeah.
Well,
With each
what
other
about?
or like
Us?
No, I just
Yeah.
mean like, have you ever had a
Viewers?
guest that's like
Oh.
that's had an opinion that's so like that
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, him and Marcus almost got into it. Marcus is very he's very in control of his emotions, and sometimes Dalton is not. And Dalton's always right. So,
What was
in
the
case you didn't know, you were talking about.
It was rappers or something.
Yeah, it was
But
Migos.
it wasn't
What's his
even a
name?
fight.
Migos.
Oh,
The guy that passed away.
yeah.
Offset? Not Offset.
Takeoff.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
Takeoff.
Offset. Or Takeoff. Yeah.
Offset
It was like
Cardi B.
right after Takeoff got shot.
And they had opposing opinions on like the like
He
black
was
community.
saying he was like he thinks that he was saying like rappers should not sing about like doing drugs and shooting people, and they should sing more about like not that just. But I was like I like that type of rap, and I was like I feel like you can sing about it and not do it.
But and that's where the argument came in, I think, because it was like he was saying, like, why can't you sing about it and not live that lifestyle? But like that's why you sing about it, because that is your lifestyle, like, because you know it. Or I don't know. It's been a while, but it was a heated. I was like, okay, guys, like mostly Dalton, because Marcus was very much like, yeah, okay, you're allowed to have your opinion. Dalton's like, no, it's not an opinion, it's
Oh my
right.
Sydney's like, so who's your greatest influence?
So who's your biggest
Yeah,
influence?
me and Cindy I've gotten arguments, kind of not really. I've never really
It's not
gotten in a
really
fight,
arguments,
but
yeah.
I've.
Why do you ask?
Music taste.
Curious.
Music taste always.
He's very confrontational, so in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it makes for better content.
But he's
Do you
he's
guys
always
wanna stage a
right.
fight?
So.
A lot of arguments have been like,
Well, we
Confused.
disagreed last time about Jimi Hendrix, but that was
Yeah.
very amicable.
yeah, they've all been like that.
Yeah.
Cause you don't want to. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly over like country dudes. Like, oh, have you heard this guy in the scene? And it's some sad like slow country shit that's lame. And I'm like, dude, no. And they're like, he's pretty good. And I'm like,
It's just
is
not
he?
our vibe.
he?
I will tell you, you get the wrong opinion on me in country music. That could
Ooh.
That
You
could
have a very.
turn a table for me.
Chaps
I was
and
about
khakis.
to say, yeah, Chaps and khakis.
Yeah.
I think you have a very good taste in music. We talked about this last time because,
Yeah.
like, we brought up some things, and I was like, I'm not really big into like the new country scene. Like,
Yeah.
I very much do love. Some
Yeah,
Cody
we're the
Johnson.
same there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's no
country,
I hate
90s
I hate
country.
the new shit, dude. It's horrible. I do not like it at all. I mean,
He's not.
Auto-tune, pop,
Well,
like rap
yeah.
almost.
Yeah, or it's like
Right.
I'm
It-
very sad and whiny.
Well, it's independent is the way to go now. I've done a lot of thought and research lately too. It's like you have Texas and you have Nashville, and we talked about last time how nobody in Texas measures up. It's just not.
Yeah,
And Nashville sucks.
yeah.
So really, it's just like these independent artists who are trying to stay true to what country music was founded on, and that's where you found the good stuff.
I don't.
Dalton
just-
can't.
I
He
don't
can't
think-
agree to
I
disagree.
don't think there's nothing. I don't think there's anything.
No, I'll show you. I've done months of research.
Yeah, then you got to show me. What's a
send you-
good name?
Are you on
Tell 'em-
Spotify?
Yeah.
I've got a list of
Have a playlist?
probably 50 songs that over 6 months that I've researched.
Say an unknown guy right now.
Zach Top.
Zach Top.
Zach Top
Never
is
heard of
like he's May Estes. She knows May Estes. She's pure. She's in Nashville now. Zach Top, I don't know where he is, but those two are. She just played the Opry for the first time. He is touring. He's opening for Dwight Yoakam,
Oh, how cool!
and these two, particularly him, I'm talking like '90s Clay Walker meets John Anderson,
I love Clay Walker.
and like pure as all get out, dude. Just
Oh yeah.
but a killer guitar player too. Not like Paisley level or anything, but can do
Hold it on.
real honky tonk stuff on acoustic
picking?
while he's but real stuff, and he's good. I just discovered him probably 2 months ago,
Yeah, we'll have to check him out.
but he's good.
I'm always open to like I'm never opposed to listening to new music, but if I listen to it and I'm just not about it, then I'm like
Yeah.
like we talked about this. Mason and I love riling him up because it's like, oh, you should listen to this song. Like I cannot listen to Shane Smith and the Saints or
I hate Shane Smith and the Saints.
what's
Did you see the
like
Granger
Parker
Smith
McCullough.
just retired?
Really?
He has to serve at his church
I didn't know
full
that.
time.
Good for him.
I did see that.
I love him.
I didn't know it was
Parker
for the
McCullough.
church.
We talked about how Parker's a fraud last time.
Yeah, I'm not a
No
fan.
offense, but
So
I
we're
did look up like one song. I'm like, do I know this guy? And he was kind of giving
Granger
that,
or
like,
Parker?
Granger, like the pop.
Yeah,
I
he's
almost
bro
rap.
He
country
is.
kind of.
I liked when
I
he was
think
Earl
it was
Devils
good.
Jr.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
like before he was Granger, like himself.
I see.
Like when he was still
I
like
don't
the
know him
parody.
at all.
There's a guy named William Beckman.
I know
Sounds
him.
familiar.
He's pure. He sings like troubadour, old school country.
I do know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I see his stuff on TikTok.
Yes, he's a
good.
good singer, guitar player too.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, country music has a very narrow definition. I get in a lot of disagreements with people because I realize that like country can go all the way from folk to bro or whatever, but there's a straight and narrow to me, the George Strait style ish
Yeah.
that
Classic.
started in
What about Jason Aldean?
Hey, I do
No,
like
can't
it.
do
On
him?
the dirt road.
No, I will tell you the
Really?
no, just
Come on, dude. Jason.
That's my one
That's
guilty
my-
pleasure.
Yeah.
is Jason Aldean.
Yeah,
What
Jason.
song?
Jason
I
Aldean is
just
my
really like
bro.
him.
Okay.
I can't do it. The most bro I'll get is John Party.
Oh yeah, he's kind of more like honky tonk.
Hate
That's what I'm telling you.
That's
That's how
why.
narrow my thing is.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
hate him, dude.
I'm a big Vince Gill fan,
What?
but
Vince
he's
Gill is
also like I
Goat
love,
status.
Yeah,
That's classic country though.
but I love like
my kind of party.
that's Jason Aldean.
Amarillo Sky is
you
the
go.
only one I like by Jason Aldean.
I like
That's a good one.
very
yeah.
old,
Yeah,
like
the older,
beginning,
yeah.
early Jason
You know,
Aldean.
Hick Town.
Yeah. I did a dance to that.
That's
in
my
high school.
favorite song by him. Yeah.
Is it?
The riff is sick.
Hey, so did you see? I saw this
Yeah.
one TikTok of this metal guitar player reacting to "Beer Never Broke My Heart" by Luke Combs, which I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but
Yeah.
that one has a
Yeah.
pretty dope
was
riff.
it Black Kid?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
I've
was
seen
just
that video.
Yeah, it's
I think Luke Combs is probably my favorite new country singer.
yeah.
It's
Cause
not bad. Yeah.
Oh well, his cover of "Fast Car" was so good.
Yeah.
did not like it that much.
You didn't like it that much. I thought that was good.
Didn't
man.
pique my interest, but Beer Never Broke My Heart is.
Yeah. So the issue with Luke Combs for me, I like him too.
I'm a song guy.
Okay. But
So-
so polarizing opinions, right? He's like Stapleton to me. He's got flashes of brilliance where you're just like, come on. But then it's just like, you do the same thing every song.
Yeah. Give me
Where it's like,
something more.
Luke just yells.
I was gonna say yeah. I
Yes.
can't do it like the yelling.
And I would take
Yelling
Stapleton
thing.
as a singer over Luke any day. But Stapleton's like, okay, at what point in the song is he going to go really high and like
Yep.
bluesy? There it is. All right. You know, it's
Yeah,
like every
no
song's the same,
doubt.
you know?
I mean, the only song I
Predictable,
ever
yeah.
listen to is he's got what is
The
what are
one
the-
about the lottery ticket. And,
yeah. I
and the-
bought 2 12 packs and a tank of gas with it.
what
I
is
like
it?
that one.
It's like in my head.
When it rains, it pours.
Okay.
I like when it rains.
Kind
I
of like
like
your mother-in-law, ex-future mother-in-law.
Yeah, I don't have to see my ex future mother-in-law anymore.
Yeah,
My
whatever.
ex future.
That's that song and Beer Never Broke My Heart. I think When It Rains It Pours is way better than Beer Never Broke My
That's
Heart.
an older one, yeah.
Is it?
When It Rains, It Pours was before.
Yeah, that is an old one, but that's my favorite Luke Combs song.
I think that's the only two I know.
So do you? I mean, I don't know. Do you like Diamond Rio?
Yeah.
Diamond Rio to me are they are unreal. They're not making music anymore really.
No.
But the
That's like
proficiency of they're just stupid good.
I thought it was a Tejano band.
No. They're like those, but they're not bluegrass, but they're like that proficient as some of those like Union Station and as those bluegrass bands that are just wildly good. They're like a bunch of dads that are just slayers. Just
Just dad it up.
yeah,
Just
but they're
grilling
just
meats.
like, oh my gosh.
Smoking meats.
Yep,
Grilling meats.
smoking meats
In
and
his New
wearing
Balances.
New Balances, but just shredding quality guitar at just bluegrass stuff and piano and all that.
That's your style.
That is my style, and I'm all about proficiency and and cleanliness, which is why I think we talked about this last time. But I mean, Freddie Mercury to me
I
is
made that.
the goat of all goats.
Why?
It's an old
It's a
one.
combination of rock and roll meets classical music and the music theory knowledge that he had. He's classically trained in every way. So not only could he sing, his range was higher, it was more expansive than almost any singers because he could dip as a low baritone into a tenor range. But also his ability to play classical piano
You're talking about
legitimately
Diamond
could.
Rio? Still?
What's that?
Are you talking about Diamond Rio still?
No, we're
No,
talking about Freddie
Freddie
Mercury. at
Mercury.
this
Oh,
point.
sorry.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
were on
okay.
candles.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But what is he?
My bad.
He was like a low C to like a F4 or something.
Dude, he was his non falsetto range. I mean, you think about We Are the Champions, Bohemian Rhapsody, just dudes, just man, he
Gifted.
was special.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Live Aid performance is amazing.
Yes,
Oh.
Especially his acapella stuff he did with the crowd.
Yeah.
And he was like sick from AIDS then.
Yeah.
Which is even crazier, dude.
yep.
He was the GOAT. Yeah, Freddie Mercury was the GOAT.
Well-
So was Brian May, though. Brian May was a
Yes.
Such a badass guitar
Well,
player.
yeah, and Brian May can acoustically play really well too. That's the big thing. is
But
that-
he made that guitar he has. That guitar he built through turn Voxes all the way turned up is such a great sound. Even my Vox, I love
Yes.
mine. That's what I got a shitload of videos last week because made a video. I was just like, oh, the one you commented on. Remember that video where I was like, here's how you get a honky tonk guitar?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You were the first person to comment on it. That video got like 50,000 views now, bro.
Did? No, nice.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I should. As soon as I saw that the next day, it had like 35,000. I was like, damn, I need to start playing the Vox more.
You know, I mean, he's got his. And Brian May has his doctorate in astrophysics.
Yeah, he's
Really?
a genius.
Yeah, he's
I didn't know that.
wildly.
He's a little British boy, you know, a little cute
Yeah.
British boy. But
John Schmottel said, "Have to agree that Freddie is the goat. Just found out that he sang Cool Cat."
What?
cool
Where do
kid.
you know that from TikTok?
Do I?
Cool cat.
Yeah.
I know. I'm asking that guy.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
probably.
I feel like it's on TikTok right
Yeah.
now.
Is it? How do you know that?
Oh,
John?
it
How'd you find
is,
out?
yeah. Man, it's such a sad loss.
How So is Diamond Rio like one of your favorites? I love.
Yeah.
I start walking your way.
Yes.
That's Diamond Rio.
Yeah.
Oh,
Diamond
I
Rio wrote-
love
so
them.
Diamond Rio
It
has-
changed my whole opinion.
Four major hits.
do
They
love
have Meet in the Middle.
Yeah.
They have One More Day, which I think is the most
Oh,
proficient
that's-
song they've ever. It's so good.
It is very good.
They have Beautiful Mess, which was like early 2000s,
What a
I got
and then they have the Unbelievable.
Yes.
And those four songs, they're
What's the last
just
one?
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You're so beautiful. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a not, dude. I remember hearing that a long time
all
ago.
Yeah.
four of those are incredible. I love
Yes.
Diamond Rio.
You stop walking my way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrong, but yeah.
I start walking your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I do like them.
Oh, from an Amazon commercial. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's
Elton John's like that for me too.
Well, yeah, I
love
saw
Elton
that. I was
John.
like, but it's, you, yeah, I mean, he's extremely well trained too.
love me some Elton John.
yeah, he is not nearly as much as Freddie Mercury was.
So do you like Billy Joel?
No.
What do you feel like for you is the difference from why you like Elton John versus Billy Joel?
The rhythm.
Okay,
Did you kiss the
I do think that Billy Joel is a little more
Trying
like
to think.
theater esque.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't like theater.
But I do think he's a better piano player personally. But
Then Elton.
yeah, I think he's more knowledgeable
Dude, but
Piano Man, bro.
like, I know, but
because Elton John's all about banging away.
yeah.
I know,
think that's
but,
what I like. He's
like
also theatrical.
25, like Elton at 24 on a lot of cocaine.
I will say I think
That's where I don't know, dude.
To me-
I don't think better than
Billy has always been adult contemporary style, easy listening. Elton's been more of the flamboyant.
yeah. If you go
I think
watch,
that's why I like
but
him.
if you go
Yeah.
watch some of his live videos, his piano playing, especially before he got sober, when he was young, he just
Elton?
oh yeah, it was insane.
I saw the
He
Dueling
doesn't play
Pianos
like that.
tour with Billy Joel and Elton John.
What?
So good.
Wow.
It was insane. Probably top 5 shows for me. I've been to a lot of shows, but that was one of the best. And it like, there's no comparison like between the two. Like they're both just incredible. But I think I like the flamboyancy of Elton. Like he is a showman, whereas Billy is too. But I don't know. I just love that Elton.
No, Elton is.
He's in his own, like he's his own person.
Yeah.
But I love "We Didn't Start the Fire," and a lot of people hate that song.
Hate that song.
Ryan started the fire.
I do not.
Ryan
I don't like.
started the fire.
I don't like that. I don't like Billy Joel at all. Ugh.
I think I feel like you like one of the. I like both, but if I had to choose Elton,
Billy is way more organized than Elton.
yeah, and I think I consider my life organized chaos, so I thrive in that, and so I think that's why.
Yeah.
I'll pick David Bowie over
Really.
Billy Joel a million days over. Absolutely. It's
I
just,
feel like David Bowie is on Elton John's level.
I was gonna
though.
say, yeah.
Like,
yeah, no doubt.
yeah, I feel like Tom Petty and Billy Joel are kind of like in the.
Tom Petty's way above Elton John. Stop.
I said Billy Joel.
You think so?
I think Tom Petty is only.
He's
I
very
think-
unattractive, and he really doesn't have that great of a
I
voice.
think yeah. Only person above Tom Petty is Michael Jackson. I put
Oh no.
just
Wow.
an overall.
number one right
I feel
there.
like there's a huge gap there.
Okay.
I do agree. I would put Elvis over Tom Petty. Any
Oh,
Elvis is number one all day. every
Elvis
day.
is
I don't know.
comeback special is stupid good. Just his
I can't.
If
I don't wanna
not-
talk
the
about
balls. in
If
his
not for
performance.
Free Fallin', I would agree.
it. Are you talking
but
about John Mayer?
I'll put Tom.
Mayer.
I'll
I
put,
love John Mayer.
I'll put Tom Petty over Elvis because of Free
Really?
Fallin'. 'Cause
I
of-
won't.
only because of Free Fallin'.
I need the listeners to weigh
Wow.
in on this because that is
It's a big
heinous to
Bold.
me.
The only reason that I could
I'm just
even
saying,
like
more important.
slightly think about
More
agreeing with
important than Elvis.
you. No.
Free Fallin' is.
I
Yeah.
think the only reason that I could maybe see people would agree with you is because that he did write his own music, whereas Elvis did not.
That's what I'm saying. Tom Petty, his music, he wrote it, and it like went into the American History
Okay, but this is
Museum.
inconsistent. Your argument is inconsistent because last time I was here, you talked about Jimi Hendrix and his impact on music.
We're talking about
and
guitar players.
I know, but I was telling you that innovation doesn't equal success or quality.
Yeah, because what did he do?
But you said it. You kept arguing that Jimmy was like the GOAT because of that. But now you're saying that Elvis is similarly not the GOAT when his innovation and landscape of changing music was far more significant than anything Tom Petty
I
would
don't
ever
think-
dream of.
Elvis? I don't think so.
Absolutely, he's a king of rock and roll, bro.
His merch is still like one of the number
Yeah,
one top
'cause he's
selling.
beautiful. Yeah.
His
He just had a
dude,
movie out.
Yeah, and he's been living on an island by himself for like
Listen,
20 years.
I like Tom Petty, but the world could forget Tom Petty, and it would be okay. The world could never forget Elvis and be okay.
No, the world has forgotten Tom Petty.
Oh, I was about to say
but
that.
what they
I love
haven't
it.
forgotten is Free Fallin'.
I do agree with
That's
that.
what
Thank
I'm
you, John
saying.
I do agree with that. But
Thank you,
at the end of the
John
day,
Mayer,
Elvis
over
will.
literally.
I'm thinking of that. I put Tom Petty in the same way. Nobody knows who wrote the national anthem.
Francis Scott Key.
Everybody
but
knows.
about to say that.
Well, you're a genius.
No, you learned
but-
that in like sixth grade.
Well, I don't know that,
Greatest performance of all time, Whitney
Right,
Houston
it's
on
a
that.
huge-
By the way.
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
History buff.
just because. But Elvis was just beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, his
he-
voice was ridiculous.
Physically?
Just
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave an outlet for racist whites to enjoy black music. That
I will
was
say,
mostly it.
I don't listen to Elvis much, but I just his aura, his impact is ginormous.
Yeah.
But his main is his looks and the fact that he allowed racists to listen to good music. If you
He
go
grew up
back,
in the church, like he
if-
grew up in the slums.
I don't necessarily
But-
pay attention to it. I just listen to.
if you go back
his
and
voice.
listen before Elvis, white popular music and black underground music, white popular music before Elvis is trash. It's skiffle music. It's like it's all that.
He was
And
raised in like a black church. So.
I know but you're not getting the point of what I'm saying. Is that black music before Elvis was the best music, but only
But
like
white people like
white,
blues and-
only white skiffle music was allowed to be played on the radio.
Yeah.
Elvis got popular because he took all the awesome black blues songs,
And
and
sang
we're-
them as a white boy.
yeah, and sang them
Yep.
as a white dude. That's what his biggest because the same with the Beatles. Like if you go listen to popular music in the UK from white dudes that were allowed to be on the top, it's all stupid skiffle like
Yeah.
like shit.
Sounds like the
But like all the black
I was like,
underground
that
music
is a
was
Beatles
awesome.
Yeah.
But the Beatles were the same.
Yes.
Kind of, right? They had a few, but I think so. I'm not huge. I mean, I do like the Beatles. I hated them growing up, but I actually
love
do,
the Beatles.
I do think
Don't say
that
anything about
Paul, similarly to Freddie, understood chord structure
Yeah.
better than most musicians because, like, I mean, you look at the song Yesterday, right?
Yeah, but I
One
think
chord to the 3 chord instantly, and Freddie did the same thing in Don't Stop Me Now. And I think that just Paul's understanding of music theory made them as good as they are. That's why.
he was a piano player. That's
Yeah.
He's the Beatle.
John had
he
better
will he will
than
disagree,
John.
but Paul is the Beatle.
No.
I fully agree with
Yeah.
you.
And Ringo. I love Ringo.
Take Paul out and Beatles or not. Paul was the undergirding of music
Yeah.
theory and success.
And Yoko.
John
Yoko
was the
Yoko was the best.
But I
Beatle.
would say though, your musical stylings and role lend to that, though. You would see John. You are the more
Yeah.
dynamic.
Paul's a pretty boy.
You are the dynamic. No, hold on. You are the dynamic feature of your band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you bring the flavor, and that's what John did.
He's the jester.
I am the glue and the foundation of mine, and that's what Paul was to the Beatles
I
as
see what
well.
you're
So
saying.
I see we are valuing at some level different priorities, I would say.
yeah.
So we
I see what you're saying, but
I agree with
always put John because of A Day in the Life.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Or,
It's
yeah,
the best
that's-
Beatles song, and
yeah.
John wrote it. Paul could never write A Day in the Life, even if Paul can write, Let It Be, you know, cute little fun anthems, but
But
Paul-
that's
Paul
a way
could
more
never-
popular song.
But he wrote
yeah,
Yesterday, didn't he?
I'm not a, even Yesterday it's a great folk song, but compared to A Day in the Life,
And like
I
love
put-
Here Comes the Sun.
and
it's one
I
of my
put
favorites.
taste-
That's Paul.
That's a good one.
I'm not saying my taste equates to album sales.
Yeah.
Paul is the most palatable songwriter to the market. And obviously his numbers have proven that, but as my taste and songwriting, I'll put George above
I like
songwriting ability. Only because of same way I did with Tom Petty. If John hadn't wrote A Day in the Life and if George wouldn't have wrote Here Comes the Sun, I wouldn't be
But
saying
that's
this.
Paul.
But no, George Harrison wrote Here Comes the Sun.
Oh, okay.
That's why George Harrison really wrote that song, and that was on, I think, their last record. But George was pissed about being forgotten about, and he wrote "Here Comes the Sun," and it's the most popular Beatles song.
Here Comes the Sun is good.
Is that why there's
but
such a conspiracy
with-
about his death?
Without those two songs, I'd put Paul above them.
Have you heard the conspiracy about Paul's death?
Yes.
I saw Paul live at Minute Maid.
It's kind of, I think it's.
Or who you think is Paul?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like Avril Lavigne, how she's really dead.
I
Hey,
know,
there's like
I've
a
been
whole
seeing that.
What are the
conspiracy.
What are the listeners saying? Are they weighing in? Is anybody weighing in on this?
Why are you gonna say it like
I bet-
that?
Yeah,
Are they
no,
weighing
no.
in?
Are they
yeah.
weighing
I've been checking.
in?
I've
Because
been
he wants to be
checking.
validated.
No, I don't
Okay.
need to be valid. I know I'm right.
There's like,
Okay, Dalton.
oh my gosh. I've seen this conspiracy that I forget who it was like rumored or like the idea came from Chris Brown maybe or something. I don't know. Anyways, that basically like artists make their money in the meet and greets, but it's actually a double that goes on stage because think about it, when they go on tour, they're freaking singing like how many songs? Like
Oh, yeah.
30 songs, maybe more. And their voice doesn't go out, and they're going on tour consecutively doing that.
talking
Like,
and-
oh, is it really a double?
It could be.
Ooh, I don't know.
But I've been seeing the stuff about Avril
I
Lavigne.
don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
that
Melissa?
yeah. There's
Yeah.
that's been a
The
thing for a
Britney
long
Spears
time.
one is a real.
Oh, that really
That
freaks
one's
me
creepy.
out.
Yeah,
Which
it's
one?
still going on. So I'm like,
It's
I
not
don't
even
know.
just the shit that
Like the
Britney Spears is posting.
Well, that's real. That's
Conservatorship,
not
yeah.
a sick conspiracy. That's real.
Yeah, but I
No,
mean, like
but
now.
They're saying like
It's a devil.
I don't know.
It's like an AI
There's
or
like-
something.
It's
yeah.
just they're so
She-
Yeah,
weird.
like that
She
she
is-
might be dead.
Yeah, because like now she has a gap. Like she's like her whole facial
Yes.
structure is different. Like I've seen like the side by sides. Like
Yeah.
obviously she's older, but it's yeah,
I
it's
use a
sad.
double. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I used to
me.
look like George Lopez back in the day. Could be a double for him.
Brendan used to use George Lopez. Brendan used to be George Lopez.
What?
Low
Isaac,
rider.
Isaac was playing on some like, it was like I don't know, like a stick and like a bucket or something, and he was doing that, and I was like, you don't know what you're doing right now. Yeah,
Like cowbell.
yeah. I was like, what?
That's
Was he
hilarious.
doing a? What does it sound like?
That song.
Low rider.
The-
Oh yeah, he's got that.
From
I
Joe-
He's
forget
got that,
what
that upbeat in
Yeah.
him. No, that.
whatever he was playing with.
That's funny.
I was like, what?
Yeah. What were we talking about right before Avril Lavigne?
I don't know, honey.
Stunt
Having
double?
an argument
Oh,
about.
Paul McCartney conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not an
Oh,
argument.
his death,
It's,
yeah.
it's not an argument.
His
It's
death
John
or
is.
is not death.
Dalton was trying to prove that
it's-
John's
he's trying to
better
prove me wrong, but he was
Do you know the
failing.
story? You know the story about the dude that shot John? How weird it is.
I think I've heard it once.
He
He
was
like-
obsessed.
Yeah, no, he wasn't obsessed. He made clay. He made an
Oh,
entire clay
Shrine.
miniature
I thought it was soap.
city out of soaps, but he just made a miniature city in his basement, and he made miniatures of the Beatles, and then he believed that he was God in this universe,
Wow.
and like he would like kill the miniatures like if they made him mad. And then when John went on TV and said that the Beatles were bigger than Jesus, because his mom was like, I believe, incredibly Baptist. This was like Midwest in the 50s or whatever. And so he believed there was a Christian tie to it, and that he believed that he served the Christian God, but that he was the God to this miniature city. He was crazy shit. But when John went on TV and said that the Beatles were bigger than Jesus, that's what convinced him to fly to New York.
And play God.
He actually flew to Hawaii to cool off. And
Have a pina colada and then go kill him.
and he
Yeah,
tried to
chill for a
buy,
bit.
but he flew to Hawaii because he was trying to get rid of the thoughts about killing John
my
Lennon.
Jeez.
And then he got to the island and he couldn't stop thinking about it, and he said, okay, well, I'm going to buy a gun here and fly to New York and kill him from Hawaii. And then he went to a gun shop in Hawaii and was like, can I have a gun?
Yeah, I was like-
and they were like, do you have a license? And they wouldn't sell him one. But then he flew from Hawaii to New Jersey, bought a gun in a New Jersey gun store, and then drove to John Lennon's apartment and shot him.
Jeez.
Because he said that, and he had this crazy shit going on in his mind. It's just wacko, dude.
Mentally
Yeah,
ill.
people
I
are
listened
ill.
to a podcast episode about, can't remember his name, but there was more funny shit that, like, he was like a real big mama's boy, and like,
Yeah.
I think he like sucked on the teat like till he was like 15 and
Oedipus
stuff.
complex.
Yeah, I think that's the smart way to say it.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it would make sense for his attachment to Yoko the same way.
Yeah.
And he actually, to end the story, at like 4 hours before he shot John Lennon, he met John Lennon at his apartment step, and he was about to shoot him, but John was too nice to him, and he couldn't shoot him.
Wow.
He was leaving the apartment, but then he stayed there, and on his way back, John was like, why the fuck are you still here? And then he shot him.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Sad.
But yeah, I mean,
It's really horrible.
to your point about Paul being smarter, Paul's definitely way more smarter, because Paul's
I'm
more
way more smarter.
that he had his stuff together. Like, Paul McCartney knew better than to like, oh, I just want to live in New York and I'll let everybody know where my address is and I'll just peace, love. Paul McCartney knew, like,
Well, he was a composer too. That's why I say this.
professional.
Classically,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was a professional. John was a
Not.
borderline,
Not.
probably on the spectrum, like,
I could see that.
genius.
Well, so this is where my frustration with certain subjectivities of music comes in, because people think that, okay, this is perfect because I've had this conversation with the Beatles, because
You talked to the Beatles?
Yes.
yeah, sorry, excuse me, personally
Right
with the
before
Beatles.
this.
I have.
So I didn't like the Beatles growing up, and then when our son Isaac was 2 and 3, he would watch the show Beat Bugs, which was the Beatles songs put to a cartoon.
Oh, how cool.
And they,
So they would make like storylines around it, like, I mean, like Lucy
I'm
in
the
the Sky
Walrus.
was like
Yeah, so-
walrus. So they had like a walrus slug that was like, I don't know, having some kind
Sgt.
of like
Pepper's, they
identity
put, like,
complex.
little-
yeah, so
Vegetables.
Pink, I think Pink sang Sia
Sia did.
sang Blackbird,
Oh.
and like Pink sang Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds,
Yeah.
and you had like James Cole. You had all these
It's
celebrities
really
sing it,
cute.
and it was
sounds
really
awesome.
well done.
Yeah.
Kids orchestrations of the Beatles, and I was like, so I heard the song "When I'm 64" or whatever, and I was like, that's really good.
Yeah.
Because it was clean and it was like modernized, and I was just like, I don't think I ever realized how good writing that was, or how good instrumentation was. I hear Eleanor Rigby, and I'm like,
I love it.
was really good.
That's my favorite Beatles.
and
song of all
so I
time.
posted one day online, half troll but half serious, like, I prefer the Beat Bugs versions compared to the originals. And it, of course, it lit a fire in everybody's
Yeah.
soul, and my frustration, because obviously I wasn't taken very seriously in that moment, and I understand, but like, people equate authenticity with a lack of organization. So if I'm Bob Dylan and I get in there and I'm just like, and I'm playing my guitar kind of loosely. They're just like, oh, it's art.
Yeah, to be a great artist, you have to be a mess.
Yes, and that's why. And I'm like, no. The reason I actually prefer a lot of those Beatbugs versions is because they were organized and they made sense, and they carried all the musical theory genius of the Beatles, but in a more organized manner. Which is why I like Paul, because he brings that, and John to me is the flavor on top of the cake.
Yeah.
But
Did you watch the documentary, the Get Back documentary?
I didn't get to. No, I heard some good things about it though.
Yeah, watch it. It shows exactly what you're saying, because
does.
it's during like the breakup,
Yeah.
and it's basically Paul
He's like wrangling.
wrangling and managing the band, trying
Yes.
to
It
convince
shows
them
that,
to stay.
yeah.
Watch, dude, you gotta watch it, because it's mostly that, and like
My brother loves Paul, and he really enjoyed it.
Like,
and he named
George-
his daughter Lennon,
like-
but he loves Paul. So
We have
yeah,
a daughter named
like George
Eleanor.
one day he was just like, I think I'm gonna quit the band. And
Bug.
Paul's like, what? And he's like, I think I'm gonna quit. And he just walks away.
Well, that's why. So normally I would say probably the same thing about like Brian May,
yeah,
but Freddie, he was just classically brilliant too, though. Well, that's the difference to me, because I don't know if you saw the Bohemian Rhapsody movie,
yes.
but yeah, I mean obviously in real life too, Freddie was a huge turd, and he was just too big for his britches. But Brian was always that central composer, but Freddie just had that in him as well. He was just always the wild card too, though.
I like Paul's stuff with Wings more than what he did with the
Really?
I
Beatles.
love Wings. Jet's
Maybe
one of
not
my
all.
favorite
I'm not
songs.
too educated
I
on that.
love Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby and Lady Madonna are my favorite.
I love
piano.
Eleanor Rigby because it was done on 4-track, which just blows my freaking mind.
My friend who did all our like worship recording has an original, like one of the original copies of the entire multi-tracks of Bohemian Rhapsody. So like on all like the original analog stuff,
Dang.
Really?
like like the film, if you will.
Did he buy it?
Yeah, well, it's like, there were many copies made, but he has one of them, and he's got like in his cabinet still.
Yeah, he's got one of the master reprints
Yes.
that they did
Yep.
on. Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's way cool. Dang, have you gotten to like listen to it and see?
I haven't, but he sent me some videos like showing, and he's a big rock and roll guy. He loves Kansas, and
It's a good one.
and because I mean I love Queen. He feels like Kansas took it a level higher, like with certain aspects
Not
of
at
it.
all.
Well,
No.
I agree,
absolutely-
but-
Yeah, no. I'll agree with you. No. Then Queen, Kansas.
Oh, I know. Well, to his defense, Kansas was pretty proficient at.
They were sick, but
yeah.
they definitely weren't Queen.
They're not
No,
Queen
I agree.
level,
Well, nobody's
yeah.
Freddie or
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah.
I'd put the Queen over the Beatles.
The
I put,
Queen.
I would take
Queen,
John
the
Deacon as a
Queen.
bass player over any bass player that's ever existed.
Geddy
personally.
Lee, number one.
He's simple, effective, and he's got the chops.
No, Geddy Lee.
John Entwistle from The Who.
No, Geddy from Rush.
Oh, yeah, I'd take Eddie.
But I feel like Rush, though, their music, he was doing so much. That
Yeah, well, he was the front
I
man,
just
so.
like, because John Deacon's bass playing is almost more like country bass playing. It's just like,
It's very country.
yeah.
A lot of
The Geddy was very.
Brian and John Deacon love country music.
Yeah.
Even actually, Freddie loved country music.
Well, Dwight Yoakam did his cover of Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
Yeah. I love how Freddie did. Same way, I love Freddie that he did those stages. Like, he wanted to do like a party album. He wanted to do a rock and roll album, and he did Saturday Night, or not that. You know
That's
what I mean.
Elton.
That's Elton John, but
Yeah.
I get them confused
Not
because
at
they're
the
both
opera.
gay and they're both
Yeah.
English. But
Yeah.
but you know what I mean.
The question is, which one is more?
Freddie, then Elton.
Yeah.
Freddie
Or-
beats Elton.
Have you seen Freddie's? I mean, obviously the Break Free video, but Freddie used to have bubble bath parties with other dudes,
Yeah.
and he would call himself Melina Mercury. That was his
Yeah.
nickname.
They kind of
Yeah.
touched on that in the movie.
I've seen
but
dudes do that in Montrose in the past 10 years, bro. Yeah.
can't.
That's a pastime in the gay community.
I think Freddie wins on that one. I think because I think Elton he did try
I'll
to
tell you,
hide it for a while.
I tried one time before I was a musician. I
Freddie did too.
needed extra money, and I knew a friend of mine, a relative that's a tow truck driver, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna start towing with you, to make extra money. So the first night that I towed, went on a ride along to help him tow. I was like, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna get my license. Go downtown, and it's the Gay Pride Parade. and we took one dude's Jeep. He was at a bar in Montrose, and he was drunk, and he came out. They were all in drag, and he like tried to fight us, and he was like, "You're not taking my Jeep," and I was like, he was yelling at me. I was like, "This is literally my first day." And then Josh,
New here.
and then yeah, the
dying.
dude I was with, like Josh,
My first day.
he was like, just get in the truck. We'll just leave him. And I was like, he wants his car back. He was like, well, he's not getting it back. And I got like
Oh
these
my
three gay dudes screaming at me, and I'm like, I'm never
like a
gonna-"
hate crime.
Yeah, and he was running. It was like really packed. It was downtown. So we're like trying to fish our way through downtown. And they're chasing us.
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
And I was like, I don't want to be. I was like, I'm good. Thank
South
you for
Beach too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't
It's like it's normally not like this. I was like, I don't care. I don't want to deal with this.
wasn't Freddie married to a woman for a while?
Yep.
And maybe that's why
Be-
he went so hard left,
a
like because.
beautiful woman? No, he was always.
But that's what I'm saying. Like maybe that's why he was so out there because he never like, got to express that. So then he just went completely overboard.
No,
Like,
it was
because he was married
drugs.
to that woman for a long time. Like it was a good front.
But that was like.
But he did love her. Like,
And
but
then
it wasn't.
all his estate went to her when he died.
Oh, I think I do
Yeah,
remember
but
that,
he
yeah.
married her more because it was just. I mean, when
Convenient?
no, it wasn't cold. You couldn't like. It was illegal to marry.
Yeah.
I
to-
know, that's what I'm saying. It was convenient and like he could put on a good front and it like portrayed this great picture of
Yeah, but he went sideways just from fame and drugs.
Yeah.
well, most do, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like when there was like a law or something that made it that like illegal. I don't know. I was
Yeah,
speaking
gay
out my
marriage
ass.
is legal now.
Yeah, but not
Is that what you're
then.
getting to? Like
So weird.
yeah, well,
It is now.
So I have a bone to pick with tow truck drivers, but
Uh-oh.
I don't know any. So
Well, now you can pick on him.
Channel it at Dalton.
why are you the way you are?
That's
Like,
why I didn't do it.
What
Like,
happened?
they just drive so erratically,
All the time.
so
It's
bad.
a huge problem.
And I mean, of course, like
They're
if there's-
chasing.
like yeah, I mean, if there's like a wreck or something, or like there's a car, if someone's getting pulled over, there's always like three like waiting for
Yeah.
the kill. But
Vultures.
like, how do they
It's,
decide who gets the car?
First one?
It's a lack of.
So if you see someone there, why don't the other two just keep driving?
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a lack of regulation. It's all it is. It's a lack of.
Really?
It's
Because
he
he
gets-
drives so bad. That's like
Like,
that's
it's
the bone.
horrible.
'Cause
Yeah, they
it-
like cause most of the wrecks that they tow.
Seriously.
it's one of those things where like in Texas, get the government out of it, make it all private, and then that's the result. It's the same with making. Because like I've been in states where it's like regulated tow and like only companies and they're paid. Like some states and cities, the tow truck drivers are paid basically like a salary.
Okay.
So like, there's no incentive for them to rush as fast as they can
Yeah.
because they're gonna make.
They're gonna get there.
But
Yeah.
here it's privatized, so it's like you're paid on the tow. and-
Vultures. Man.
yeah.
Literally, yeah.
yeah, it's 100% just the government lack of regulation, which they should. And I've seen Democrats in Houston bring that up and try to make that a law, like regulate tow truck drivers because it is out of hand. And the ones that know me are probably gonna get mad I'm saying this. But
Oh no.
y'all do. I mean, y'all drive like
Do it
fools.
for the views.
Yeah.
That was another part I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't drive. I can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
I broke down on 1960 a couple months ago, like at Huff, like just went over past Lake Houston Brewery, like going towards Dayton. Can you like get out of my space?
I just want to kiss.
Oh.
No.
You're losing my train of thought. Anyways, I broke down like in the turn lane. Like I was at that gas station at the light, and I came out of the gas station and was getting into like I was supposed to go into like the lane to go straight, and I was in the turn lane and just stopped. My car just died, and so I was like trying to figure out what to do. It wouldn't start. I couldn't like I didn't want to get out because there's 3 lanes on
Yeah.
each side. So anyways, I'm like waiting, and a guy from work's coming to pick me up because we have a car hauler at work. And saves me money because I was gonna get towed to Dayton with my insurance, and it was 1 mile past what they pay for. But
Scam.
within
Drop
like,
me off a mile.
yeah, I was like, I'll just walk. I was literally 5 minutes like sitting there, and there was 3 tow trucks behind me, and I was like, I'm good. I
How
don't
did you
need
guys even like know that I was here?
Yeah, like it's
They have police cameras.
vultures. Like
They have what?
6 cents.
Yeah,
They have
literally.
echolocation like dolphins.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
They go,
It was
they stick their head on.
horrible.
Hey,
Like,
can I
car
go?
broken
Can I
down.
go pee? And can you
Yeah.
shout out the sponsors?
aw.
Just shout them out. They don't
Shout
deserve.
'em
They don't
out.
deserve high quality readings.
We could just keep
Except
talking.
who's the one sponsor that does?
Humble Whiskey Club, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a whiskey club. I'll shout you out.
Go pee. They're losing viewers right now.
I've been losing viewers for a long time. The real ones know who I am. I'll be right back, and I have
bye.
a topic of discussion before we end this.
Okay.
Ooh,
Maybe it's
juicy.
yeah. I don't even want to know what that is. I'm glad he's
I know.
relaxed. It makes me sad.
I know. We feel bad for you, buddy.
Anyways, so now we can have real conversation.
Now that he's gone. So, just want to send a shout out to Humble Whiskey Club.
Thought for your thoughts.
Yeah, he always takes way too long on, like, he'll literally spend 10 minutes, get his laptop, and, like, shout out all the sponsors and read, like, the about me on their email. And I'm like, this is way too much. Like, you just pause. Like, when you're doing live, like, just shout out the names. But if you're, like, posting it on Spotify or something, just enter, like, your
Yeah,
pre-recorded.
copy-paste.
Yeah,
Mm.
like, you know, Joe
Yeah.
Rogan style.
Right.
Like,
Record it once.
yeah. There was something I was going to ask you earlier. We were in the middle of a conversation. Dalton took it left field.
Tow trucks.
Yeah, it was before that. Anyways,
Freddie,
Freddie, we're talking about Freddie.
Beatles,
I don't remember.
country music, Diamond Rio.
Backtracking.
back.
Yeah.
Starting from the top.
Actually, when I first got here. No, I can't remember. Anyways, so who is your greatest influence? I mean, like, we've talked a lot about Queen and
Musically,
Cody
is that what you're
Johnson.
asking?
Yeah.
Musically, my greatest influence.
Not someone you model yourself after as far as, like, musically, just, like, who's been your, like, yeah, I guess so. Like,
I feel like who was your like gateway into country?
yeah, I know Kojo
Brad
is,
Paisley.
like, big
That was-
deal.
yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
It's either Brad Paisley or John Mayer. One of those two for
Yeah.
me. Paisley is. Yeah.
OG.
Paisley is definitely. I grew up listening to him, learning chicken picking at some level because of him. Learning my acoustic playing country the way because of him, and then really John Mayer is shaped a lot of my acoustic playing too. Really, a combination of those two dudes
Yeah.
is how I play my guitar. So yeah.
Gravity. It's working.
It was. I think
against-
I mentioned last time. It was Keith Urban for a hot minute, but then I realized he's a fraud.
A fraud, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about
He's
that.
from Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like those Californians that are moving here playing Texas country music. You'll know who you are.
They're listening right now.
Yeah.
Listening to
Somebody will tell them. They don't listen. Their friends be like, "Did you hear Earl Shreds skipped a minute 38, 1 hour and 30 minutes?" He's talking, literally.
To get that one.
Bashes you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember talking about John Mayer because my best friend that passed away, like, he was, like,
Yeah.
a huge Mayer fan. That's his bass behind you.
Hey, since this is double date, I want female perspective, female band wife perspective.
Don't do it.
Talk amongst yourselves. Let's go.
Female perspective on
Oh.
what?
On being a
Band wife.
okay.
Yeah, you're a musician.
I'm just a roadie that gets to live here, so.
I just
So is that how you would describe your time as my band wife?
Yep, I carry a lot of equipment and have a lot of late nights.
Deep
And,
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But I
not-
do like to work out, so that's nice. It's a little extra workout, you know.
There you go. There you go.
Is it hard?
No,
That's what she said.
it sounds like the ASMR.
Do you hate it?
No, I mean, like,
Do you want to go back to the pig farm?
I'm done with you. Anyway, she'll see.
What do you think?
She has probably a better perspective.
Better.
It's a little bit
Yeah, what's your
less
perspective?
chaotic for her.
I don't know about that. It's different for sure. You know, we have 2 little kids, so I'm not attending the shows typically. He plays a lot of like private shows or mostly private stuff. So I don't get to see that. I do get to help load or unload things sometimes.
Not help,
sometimes at
but
like
not helping
6
us.
a.m..
I don't care about our gear. Like, how do you, like?
That's our perspective.
What is so? What is
Really.
a wife that is not married to a musician? Would
what
they
would
never?
she need to know?
No, I don't need to know. Just what would be shit that wouldn't even think about.
It is definitely different.
Picks everywhere, dryer,
Hey, that's a good
washing
one.
There's
machine.
literally one right there, right there, right there.
next to, like, in the drawer with your toothbrush. It's toothbrush, toothpaste,
You do
pick.
that too?
I guess.
The dryer. You said the
yeah,
dryer.
Yeah,
Dryer's
dryer,
full.
washer, everywhere.
Yeah.
Kids' playroom, kids' bedrooms, like everywhere.
There was one in the dog water bowl the other day. Avery also put a penny in there.
Oh,
Like,
You know,
yeah, but
she needs
like,
iron.
yeah,
Well, for you, I think additionally, the Chelsea plays a lot of different because with the church and my
yeah,
personal gigs, like at the country club,
Yeah.
and then my HDR gigs. Sometimes she's with kids for 10 or 12 hours alone. If I'm at like a like a wedding in Montgomery or something all day,
yeah.
she is there for 12 hours solo.
That's a good woman.
Yeah, so
Damn, way to go, dude.
so I try to do.
who else is gonna watch these kids?
Yeah, right. Somebody got
Bye,
watch
guys.
the kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
If I
magic.
Show.
If I
going to a
come
mall.
home like with tips, which we don't, HDR didn't get tips because we do private stuff, but
Yeah.
like solo stuff on a great night, you know what I mean? It'd be like 150, 180 or something like that. I'll try to give her a portion of that.
That's sweet.
Hey, that's why I do the same thing. That's why we're friends. I do the same thing,
Thank you for
honestly.
your
You
service.
gave me $20 one time.
I usually
Yeah.
give my son like, I usually give him like $1 or $2, and I give Ella like $1 from that.
That's sweet.
Try to like share the load a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This-
did get to see him at the country club with my neighbor, who's a member there. So she invited me to come hang out. So
That's
I get to see
fun.
him.
And y'all. Oh my
She's
god, I'm
used-
famous.
She's used,
Guys.
she doesn't care. She's used to me at this point.
Yeah, we're like, I'm in conversation with like my neighbor, and then there was a lady she brought with her who actually used to live on our street too, and they're like, so like, how'd you guys get into homeschooling? Hold on, I love this song. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
listening.
while he's playing.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know all this crap. I'm like harmonizing in the back. La, la, la.
Same set
I'm
list
just
every
I'm just
show.
over it, but
Yeah.
not over it. It's not like
Oh.
It's a normal thing for you.
yes, it's very
Yeah.
I
normal.
don't
to me.
impress her
Yeah.
anymore, is what
No,
she's talking
stop.
Are
I'm
you
always
are you
impressed.
there with the same set list? Because she is. With Mason.
It's like
I
I,
don't-
already know.
Yeah,
like,
I can
I
put
know-
that.
I
I'll
can-
put that blame on Mason because I don't make the set
I
list.
can literally like tell you the next 5 songs that are coming
Yeah.
up, and you don't have to play a note. I'm
Them-
like, next is.
Yep. I
That-
think when he does like HTR stuff, I typically can feel like, okay, he's probably gonna go into this next.
Yeah.
The ones that I've been able to see, I think they occasionally change their opening song, but it's usually like I saw the light.
Brand
Yeah.
new man.
Ooh, y'all do a good
Yeah.
version of that.
So
Y'all do open with that a lot.
I always know I'm like, oh, they're about to do Jolene, or they're about
Well, we
to
have
do
one set
Shania
that is all the
Twain.
bangers, where
What's
we
the-
have like
yeah.
Neon Moon, Wagon Wheel,
what's
Copperhead
the
Road,
Johnny
Watermelon
Cash
Crawl, Jackson Mountain
Jackson,
Music. Like
yeah.
we have
I'm like,
one.
oh, he's about to Jackson.
Y'all do
Yeah.
a good one of that one too. Damn, I forgot.
So have you ever heard of? So sorry, I don't want to change it up. She was asking you the question. They were
So,
asking you the question.
I did troll the like servers and stuff at the country club. I was like, oh my god, this guy is like really cute. Like,
Can you give me a
Really?
number?
Oh my! You're lucky. To,
and I was waiting.
that?
I was waiting for someone
like,
to be
give
like,
me
oh
more
my
tips
god,
and I
yeah, he
will.
is. I'm like,
He's mine.
yeah.
Oh, I love to like, people will be like, oh my God, Earl Shreds, that's such a cool name. I'm like, yeah, that's his real name. And then, and then some of my friends will be like, hey, this is his wife, and her name is Sydney Shreds. They're like, that's really your name.
Your name is really I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you think he's a musician?
Yeah, duh, he was born that way. But sometimes people will be talking and like, hey, that Earl guy's like, yeah, he's cool, huh? Like, and then I'm like,
He's kind of cute. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then he walks up to me, he's like, hey, can I have the keys? And they're like,
Yeah. Why are
So
you
funny.
with him?
yeah, I like to troll
Wow.
people too. So
Yeah, it's usually like, oh my god, is your boyfriend the lead singer? And she's like, no, he's the guitar player.
because sometimes it's just me, like I'm the only female. Because Megan, like she comes to most of them, but there's some she doesn't. And so I'm like on the front row, and I'm like, or wherever, and I'm like sometimes the only one wooing. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Woo," and they're like, oh, is that your husband? I was like, No, the yellow pants.
The yellow
Over
pants.
there.
The shirt
With the
buttoned down to
hamburger
his
meat
belly
hanging out.
button.
Yeah, the other one.
And it's like staring off into space, like drooling.
Cigarette and the
Yeah,
They're
the
like-
one that that he's here because they needed
Yeah, something different.
someone special here.
Something different.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I like
so
to,
we-
I'm also I like to heckle from the crowd.
The gig last weekend, somebody told, I think Mason, they were like, how much blow is your guitar player on?
Oh yeah, that is,
Wow.
Amazing.
He must be on drugs.
And I was 100% sober for I hadn't had drinking anything or anything. And he was like, no, that's really just the way he is. And I was like,
What were you? Okay, you had a train of thought.
No, I was
Sorry.
just gonna say. So I'll send you some bands, but there's this great band called. They're no longer together, but they're called the Show Ponies, and they're from Cali,
Ooh.
but they're like a bluegrass, like rock / folk band. They're super proficient, and they actually created the cover of Jackson That We Do, and so Andy, their singer, was from Kingwood High School, and then they moved to, and their guitar player, they moved
Oh.
to Cali. She's back though. She moved back several years ago, and she's one of the singers on our team at church too.
How cool.
So she's really really good. But I'll send you some stuff that they do because they are really really good. What's crazy was that we
that must be where I heard the name from.
we used to play the Show Ponies like when we have small group and stuff. Like we play it in our apartment for years,
Yeah.
and then
Just
she
like environment,
moved.
like music. It's just
Yeah.
very like happy, upbeat, lighthearted.
Just good
Nothing.
to-
Yeah, nothing that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like like
Yeah.
but also not like super like sad and like depressing. It was just like this perfect mix. You'll know when you hear it.
Yeah.
Perfect for a party.
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
when,
Yeah,
the,
just
when you're at a
happy,
party
good
and a
vibes.
dude whips out the acoustic and he starts playing like
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Avant-garde.
Yeah.
I'll take Wonderwall, but when they're like, hey, check out this like C flat minor etude I learned.
Yeah.
And it's like people are trying to, and it's like random.
Killing the vibe.
I'm like, bro,
totally, yeah.
stop.
Yes. So it was
Okay,
cool
so we
because
used to play this.
we used to play the music, yeah, and then she moved back, and through a mutual friend got plugged into our church, and we were just like,
She came to our
It's
house and
Andy.
we were like,
oh my god.
"What do we play now?"
we
Like,
can't
we're
play
like-
your music.
shoot.
We would tell her like we have listened to your music for 4 years, and you've like ruminated throughout our house with all this stuff, and so now she's like we're really close friends with her now. It's really surreal and cool.
She ever think about starting it back up?
No, I mean she's very very talented. She's got a great like bluegrass style voice too, but she just
Plays banjo.
Oh,
she's
how
married.
cool.
She's got kids now and everything too. So like being on the road with 7 dudes all the time was tough for her.
Yeah.
And just being away from her husband at the time too. Her husband's a really great dude as well. So she played at the. Well, she's filled in for HDR once
Oh,
or
yeah,
twice. I don't know if you've ever seen her, but then also like I did a songwriter night one time where a bunch of people came out, and
think
she's
I
like a
saw
redhead,
At LHV.
and she played banjo, and I played.
I'm pretty sure we were there for that one.
Yes, because it was the one where I called you out for having the Paisley telly, and you were in the bathroom when I was like, "This one goes out to
Yes.
Dalton."
And he wasn't out there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like a douche.
Yeah, he was in the green room.
That was one of my worst performances I'd ever. I mean, I had like a few beers that night, and I was not
Shut
like
up.
I
That
was
was
not
like
at my
Houston beers.
most like. I was not like drunk or anything, but honestly, I just was like I was a little buzzed, and I couldn't sing and play like at my
The
top.
peak, yeah. That's funny.
I remember being like
That's
playing
amazing.
Brad Paisley song, and I was just like, God, this sucks. I'm
That's
not-
what you want. That's what you get for being wanting to be so good. You could just accept your fate and play hillbilly honky tonk music.
Yeah, I gotta lay it down, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm honestly, I'm in the genre I am because it's kind of like you don't have to be that good. you
Yeah.
know? It's-
You just got to be fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
You're
that's
the
why-
personality. of
Yeah.
the
That's
whole
why I
band.
wrote the song 8 Points on the Asphalt.
Honk,
I was
honk.
like, I was like, you put too many capos. Let's just write 3 chords in A, and with a good riff. And
I'm ready to hear the Show Ponies.
Yeah, so I gotta
Check that
send you Zach Top. I gotta send you May Estes. And I'm
think
gonna
I've
send you
heard
Show
that.
Ponies.
I think I've heard of her, May Estes.
She's got a really great song. So.
Yeah.
I don't like female singers, honestly.
Really, she's great, dude.
They have to be like
It's I cannot.
top notch for me.
She's top notch. I would not. I don't care for like. I like country music that's country, but I won't share a song unless I'm like,
You know.
this is the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
You had a big question though that you're gonna. or
What?
topic? You said when you were leaving, you had a topic you wanted to discuss.
Oh, it was just about the
Oh,
girl.
the band one,
Yeah,
okay.
I just wanted to see if they'd go off and talk mess. But they
You want
didn't.
us to? All right.
Oh, we
Yeah, I did.
can.
That's really what I was
All right, I've
hoping.
been
So-
waiting for this day.
Yeah.
Well, I've never done anything wrong in my life, so there's not really.
So perfect.
I walk the straight and
Same.
narrow.
That's crazy, dude.
Freaking idiots. We need to like get together and
Yeah,
just
have our own
Freaking
podcast.
idiots.
decompress.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we go get chips and queso?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
We could do a podcast. We'll leave y'all in here one day, and I'll just produce it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just
that
come
would-
back in like 3 hours, and they're like,
Yeah, y'all go jam and we'll just
We'll make
vent.
bracelets and candles.
Yeah, yep.
cycle.
They'll end up
Exactly.
telling each other their
Talk
life
about
stories
y'all.
and just
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
We'll bond over trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
that's,
go.
Yep.
Okay, well, if I can't get a guest, yeah, I'll be like, hey, I need. Can you guys come sit
It
in
would
this
have
room?
lots of views,
I'm
I
free.
bet. Like,
Yeah, no doubt. It's, you're females. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
A
Not
lot
to
of people
say,
can
I'm
relate.
just-
Like,
Chelsea and I are also both counselors, so she'll end up yeah.
I
Get
feel
Where
like
do you
into-
work,
May
Jill? Do you work at
13th.
the church?
No.
Where do you work at? School?
No, I
you don't have to say exactly where you don't want to.
no, I just stay home with my kids.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
we
she
got we got
But-
certified in
Wait.
counseling because
Yeah.
we
Yeah, you-
want to counsel people.
You're
That's awesome.
you went to college and everything, right?
No.
No.
I-
School of Hard Knocks.
Meet
Yeah,
saying.
dog.
Or actually, what I told you.
Dropouts. Yeah.
What I
I did go to college. I just didn't finish
Well,
college.
last podcast, Brennan said, "Did you go to college?" I said, "I went to 4." And he's like,
I actually went to 4
Yeah,
colleges.
he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like,
Nice.
"Did you graduate?" And I was
smart.
like, "Nope."
I have lots of knowledge.
But I have to correct
so-
myself. I did graduate with a 2 years degree. I meant to. Now that I'm
So
reminded,
From where? At?
San Jacinto. I'm a crow.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, or a
I went to
raven.
Sam Houston, so
And they won't even give me my. I didn't even get my piece of paper. They wouldn't even give it to me.
They're just like gonna send you a PDF like to your email. Like
Fax
just
it to
print
you.
it.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted, and they were like, "Yeah, and come up here at Tuesday at 3 p.m." I was like,
Of
"I gotta be at
course.
work, so I guess I'm not getting it."
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks. So
And now when I apply at jobs, I just tell them I went to Harvard. They don't even check.
That's
you,
great.
You literally could like no one.
That's what I do.
background
Yeah, it's like I was a data science major at MIT.
Wow.
check. I had a full ride to Yale.
Alpha Delta Delta, the whole thing. President Society.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Dean's List.
That's what I do. Now I run one of the most successful podcasts in the country over Joe Rogan.
In the greater Kingwood area.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Joe-
Joe who? Joe Rogan. What are you talking
Number one
about?
podcast in the livable forest.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. I'll drive around here and people know me from
Yeah.
it, and I'm like,
That is pretty cool though.
not really. 'Cause
Yeah, people are like, "Hey, I know you from that podcast." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I really actually, yeah. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't like it because I want people to know me because of my music. So I'm like,
But you push the podcast on social media a lot, like way more than
yeah,
your
because I
music.
like doing it,
Yeah.
and it. I guess I'm really good at it or something, but I'm just like, damn, I don't.
I think people are like drawn to you, like just your personality, your vibes,
It's
very
concept.
music.
interesting.
It's
Like,
a
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
Because you're like a mythical creature.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting and like
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a positive way, but
It's just,
he's just
it's
very
objective. is
It's
what
a
it is.
look
Yeah.
too, because I do everywhere I go, I get stared at night.
No.
I really hate it.
You do have a
Shut
look.
up.
Yeah.
No, I hate it though, because I'm like, sometimes I'm like, can you stop fucking staring at me? Like, please. I know I'm dressed homeless and I have long hair.
It's like you're kind of a hippie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind
like
of
Sunshine from Remember the Titans.
that was my brother's DJ name in college. DJ Sunshine. But he had long blonde hair.
Ah.
But
tan,
to
like-
advise to anybody trying to make it, go against what people think of you, because I got a lot of followers by looking like a hippie, but then saying like ultra conservative shit,
Yeah.
and that's
Wow.
when, because then that's when
That
I.
confuses them. So.
Well,
Yeah.
but then
Oh, so
people are
that's
like, "Oh, I really
intriguing.
like
Yeah.
this guy." Like,
And then there's me, like I'll be like in 3-inch combat boots, all black, and I'm like, everybody just love each other.
Oh my god. Like switch outfits.
Yeah. But I call myself granola goth.
Granola
goth.
goth.
that's
I
our
love
style,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my
That
style.
is so funny.
But I also am like very like earthy, like.
That's
also
the
hippie.
granola.
Yeah, but then some days I'm like, give me my leggings and no bulls, and I'm gonna go to the gym and just be hard.
Yeah.
It depends on the day.
I'm just a freak, I
It's my dog.
guess.
She's whining.
Is there a child?
Do you watch Love Is Blind?
yet. I just finished. I'm waiting for Friday to come.
Seriously, I hate they're like just giving one episode at a time.
I
It's so
know.
stupid.
Shut up. Yes. My
I was
favorite.
just gonna say about Paul was like, I'm normally attracted to like granola girls.
Okay, I literally was about to say I love Paul. He's my favorite.
Oh, like
the
Paul
environmental
freaks me out.
silence.
I feel
Environmental
like I could
silence.
I could do an impression of every single
I called
person
them
on that
Crystal
show.
Girls.
Same.
That's what she's like,
Crystal girls.
yeah.
Oh.
Crystal girls.
Yeah.
That's what, when we met, I was like, I swear if I find a fucking crystal in my truck that you leave. And I was like, do
Just
not.
love
That's
Crystal.
pretty. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure
y'all
you
are,
love me.
you were right. Yeah, there are two peas in a crystallized
But I wouldn't say I'm like
Homemade?
Yeah,
Deal
homeopathic,
deal with
Yeah.
our bull crap.
homeopathic vegan pod. Yeah.
I love my meat. Okay,
Yeah.
I love to eat steak,
Oh my gosh.
but I do love
grilled
that?
is my
What
favorite.
was that?
grill is my favorite meat.
What was that video I made of that? What was that podcast you were listening
I was
to?
listening.
She was,
Oh my
It's called
God.
the podcast is called Holistic Bitches.
yeah. I made a video.
It's good. It's really
I
good.
made a video and I walked in
my
and
gosh.
I went. I was like, fellas, if your girlfriend is watching this or listening to this podcast, you're the girlfriend now. And I
You're the
put it-
girlfriend.
And it was the holistic bitches. And then all our friends were like, but for real, what's the name of that podcast?
Yeah, they were like, "But can you
Seriously,
send me that?"
send it to me.
It's good. Like
That's
I'm
so
very.
funny.
I do consider myself very holistic. And
I know. I consider myself that too.
I don't.
This
You
podcast is vegan.
he sprays the Glade,
Yeah. I go outside.
and I'm like, no, I make candles
I
because I
drink
can't
Roundup.
do. I can't do fragrance, and I make candles. I made one for him. I made him a coffee one too, and he's
Ooh.
going around. There's a fly, so he sprays Febreze on the fly. I can't. This is toxic.
It's a good way to kill flies and make the room smell good.
It stinks. I can't. Ever since COVID, I cannot.
Really?
I spend a lot of time on the ship channel breathing in the. So I've kind of grown
And my
I
dad
like
worked
it.
in the plants, so
plant life. What time are we at, honey?
I'm trying to send you guys.
What time is it now?
we're at 1:50.
2 hours. dude.
9:30.
It's 9:30. Golly, yeah, we're supposed to start at 6:30.
Yeah, we'll end it. I know, but it was so beautiful outside.
It was.
it really
We
was.
had to enjoy it. I would say back on the band wife thing.
Yeah,
It's
end
always-
it out. End it out with some band wife knowledge.
I think
for
it's
prospective groupies.
yeah. Stop talking so I can talk. I think
Blue.
If you shut up.
Blue 52. I think it's it's an interesting lifestyle, and you don't have to like find fun things to do. Like, I like it because I don't have to plan anything. Like, if my friends want to hang out, I'm like, okay, I'll be at Whiskey Bar on Friday. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like. It's very like for his birthday, we did a surprise party at
I
the Whiskey Bar.
heard,
Yeah.
yes.
And it was like very much like, okay, just they're gonna play, so just show up. We might not surprise them because I don't know what time we're gonna get there.
I told him about the choke on the old surprise that I
Oh
did.
yeah, they ruined it. He didn't ruin it, but it was.
It was very on
He sat in his
brand.
car for like 45 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you should get out. Like, come on." And then he walked in. He just waved at everybody. They're like, "Surprise!" and he's like, "Hey
Didn't
guys."
even realize.
Yeah, I was like, "These guys are all here for you."
Everyone's so nice, and no one's even staring at me this time.
He literally goes, "It's somebody's birthday." I was like, "It's yours."
Literally, there was
There's a
like
30
balloons,
balloon.
and I went.
It's like, happy birthday!
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good crowd. It's someone's birthday.
And it's all of our friends, and they're all
that is the
dressed
most
up.
like pure thing.
And they were
I'm
like,
done.
surprise!
I
Everybody's in
love that.
Hawaiian shirts, banana shirts. Like, we all had on glasses like that. Like,
I was
come on.
Everybody was dressed as him, and he
Yeah.
like, didn't even know it.
Yeah, and he was like,
Aw.
"Hey guys, how are
I
y'all?"
felt
I
like
love that shirt. I have that shirt.
Yeah, is that mine? I was wearing his
Yeah,
shirt.
I told him
actually.
I was like, y'all look really good. Like,
The bartenders all
looking in a
dressed
mirror.
up.
Liking your style.
yeah, I was like, I don't
I
know why
love
y'all
that.
doing this, but it looks a lot better than normal. Like,
The sound guy had on a wig, glasses, and his shirt all the way unbuttoned, and walked up to him, and he was just like, "Hey man."
Cool shirt.
I
Yeah,
was
he was
just
like, "You look
talking to
good."
him normal. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, what's up, Kevin?
And he's such a dad. Like, Kevin is a dad. Like, he is very much just like, when you think of a Kevin and a dad, like, that's who you
Kevin.
picture. Yeah. And he was like wearing the wig and the glasses and the shirt unbuttoned. He was like being all cool, and Dalton thinks nothing of it. He's like,
It's just
That's
cause I love him though, especially all the douchebag audio guys I've met in my day. Kevin is just a shining bright star in my life.
Aw, Kev.
we
He's
love
like,
Kevin.
I hang out with him.
We
I
call
love
him Dad.
him. Yeah, he's my uncle.
So sweet.
Uncle Kev.
Yeah, I love him. audio guys, be more like Kevin. Stop
Get
being
like
like,
Kevin.
you know, your 3 dBs too loud and you're troubling. Oh, shut up, dude. I hate them. They're so annoying.
But yeah, sometimes it's exhausting, but at the end of the day, it's fun, and I don't know. You get to meet a lot of new people.
Yeah.
And you get to, like, we've met a lot of interesting people too, like, and we met some semi-famous people. That's weird. Don't do that.
You mean they met me?
Yeah, some people have met some famous people like you.
I know the good thing about being not 100% non-involved in the country scene is I've walked up to famous people, not knowing, like regionally Texas country famous.
Yeah.
I walked up, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like, who are you? And I
Way to
learned
humble them
Offend them
immediately.
Yeah,
some of them they do get offended, but some of them are just like they really actually enjoy the fact that somebody doesn't know who they are
Just a
because
normal
Appreciate
person.
I can see the look on their
Yeah.
face when they're like, and I'm like, why are you looking at it like that? Are you gonna shake my hand?
Oh my god.
And then somebody's like, "Oh, that was this guy," and I'm like,
Hey, who?
What's his biggest song?"
Again,
Because I
on
mean,
brand.
yeah, I'm like, if James Hetfield walked up, then I'd be like, "Oh my god!" But
Yeah. I mean, I would too.
yeah,
but-
Braley Braylerson or whatever.
Braxton Braley.
Yeah, Braxton Braley and the
Farmhouse names.
yeah,
That's what I call them.
the Wagon
They
Wheel
are.
Ramblers or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm so done with these names. Even Mason Krager and the Gold Coast Troopers.
It's just a mouthful.
We need to rebrand.
I like HTR and I like GCD.
You guys have stickers though. I mean, how you gonna?
I got Earl Shred's got stickers. Is a pretty good name. I think it'd be good.
I did make that logo. So
That's
I also
what I'm
made
saying.
GCD's logos. So
Oh,
just
nice.
a little plug right there.
Ooh.
So the new logos.
Yeah, she makes logos too. If anybody needs any work,
Yeah. I've been
pay
doing-
me. Pay. It's a subsidiary of Earl Shred's LLC.
Wow.
He rations my
CFO.
payment.
He's gonna slip you a 20.
Yeah. For the second time in his life.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he gives me
Tips.
he feeds me noodles.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't get paid monetarily.
It's
I
her
get paid in
kink.
food.
She
Anyway,
has a ramen fetish.
I've said that a lot tonight. Ramen. We were talking about prison. That's not ramen. Okay, can you not? This is awkward. Anyways, let's do your thing.
Existence is awkward.
Yeah. Is that you?
Probably. All right, guys. I think we'll wrap it up.
Is there anything else you guys want to add? Do you have any
Anything
like
you want to promote?
local shows that coming up that are
Actually,
available to the public?
yes. So
We should have done it in the beginning. I'm sorry, Brandon.
no worries at all. So
I'll edit this and put it in the very front.
I have a solo acoustic show on Cinco de Mayo at LHB, Lake Houston Brewery.
Nice.
So if anybody wants to have some Texican lager out at LHB,
Texican.
I will be there. And then on June 10th, HTR, the Honky Tonk Revivalists, play at Lake Houston Brewery.
Put that in my calendar right now.
Will you put both of them in there?
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, and then June 10th, which is 2 days after my 34th birthday, so we can all celebrate together.
Wait, is your birthday the 8th?
It is, yeah.
My brother's is the 7th.
Nice.
Ooh, I think our neighbors is the 7th.
Actually, I'm lying. My dad's is the 7th. My
And
brother's is
then
the 15th. And
for-
Mason's is the 17th.
All you Kingwoodians or Kingwoodites, HTR headlines the July 4th festival in Town Center,
Woo!
Here in Kaywood?
Yeah, dog.
which makes me officially Kingwood royalty
You are the king of Kingwood.
because
Literally.
we all
Is
grew
it
up going to that
Brendanwood or is it
festival.
Kingwood?
so-
It's
It's
either
Brendanwood.
actually.
That actually
interchangeable.
does make you king, or
Yeah.
because I used to want that gig.
Have you ever
Yes.
put soap in the fountain?
I still do want that gig.
I never
actually.
would ever.
Oh my god! No, he would never.
You did, didn't you?
No,
No,
never.
he's
I would
such
never
a
do it.
rule follower.
Yeah,
Did-
I am.
I think I would have done it. I
Do you
kind
know
of
anybody
I would
that
do
does?
it right now.
I kinda
I
wanna do it
don't
right
know.
After the
I was
Yeah,
so
it's 'cause
Chelsea. I was the kid who got frustrated at the kids for arguing with the teachers.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, so Chelsea was the kid that argued with the teachers. So
No, she wasn't. She
was-
might have told you that. She
No.
was.
What?
If you
We
were,
had Spanish together.
yeah, if you were the kid that argued with the teachers, I was the kid that
No.
hit the
Hold on.
teacher.
Let me
fought the
say.
teacher, yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if we were in the same class, it was probably you arguing with the teachers, and they couldn't hear me trying to argue with them over you arguing with them.
I could totally see
I could
that.
say, actually, yeah, you might be right.
I didn't
on
know him
that.
in high school, but
What Spanish do we
Wait,
have?
who did we have?
Who was was it Miss Alvarado?
Oh my gosh.
Was it a boy or a
No, It was
girl?
a girl.
Old lady?
I don't know. Did we have the one who had what's her name?
The mole? No,
Stop
that's
it.
not Spanish.
Edna Mole.
The shorter
Yeah, Senorita
hair.
Mole.
She had a son that went there.
Oh, Haynes?
It's my dog.
No,
Was it Nichols?
no.
My aunt used to be a Spanish teacher there.
Or did we have the curly-haired teacher? Which was probably, what'd you say?
Alvarado.
What was that?
Avocado. No, she was no, you. She was like a 35.
She was the Spanish club president. Like, she was the one that ran it.
I know
Someone
exactly.
weigh in.
Her name was pretty uninteresting. She was pretty uninteresting.
Jones.
No, not Jones.
Taylor.
Hey, aren't you glad we didn't peak?
What?
Aren't you glad we didn't peak in high school?
I did.
I don't really know what that means.
I peaked in high
You
school.
don't know what that means?
You
like,
like were at your prettiest in high school?
Yeah.
Like your
Oh,
top.
yeah.
No,
No,
I was probably at my prettiest in high school. No, I was fat. Peaking like
You were like a child. I don't remember.
That's why I always tell people
Describing or
30s are
thinking
the
of you
best
as
years
fat.
of your life.
My dad literally called me today
I
and told me
agree.
that. He's like, your prime is 30 to 40.
I would say I'm hitting my peak right now. So
Dalton
going
says I
downhill
peaked.
from here.
Dalton tells me I peaked when I met him.
In the
Yeah.
romper that
In the
one night.
In the romper, yeah.
That
At Lake
one
Houston
night.
Brewery.
no, you're still on the summit.
I'm still peaking.
Wow. You're plateauing a little.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm at
it's-
the peak,
what
but
you
I'm
It's more of a
plateauing.
plateau.
You're beating your
It's a slow but
Initial
steady
descent.
climb.
I'm
Yeah.
slowly descending.
Okay, so are you saying I'm ugly? Like, I'm confused.
No, he's saying, aren't you glad you didn't peak in high school?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
I
definitely
mean,
say I
I don't know.
did.
Yeah.
I peaked in high
You don't know what that
No,
means,
you
so you don't
definitely did.
care. No, you.
Well, I
definitely-
don't know. I
No,
I
you're,
might-
you're a
I'm-
mother. You're peaking now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say that this podcast right now for you might.
There we go.
This could be our peak right now, guys.
this is the best we'll ever
Life
get.
will never get better than this
That's what
moment.
I'm
right
saying,
now.
dude.
It's
I-
only downhill from here.
Yeah.
I might edit the clip from this podcast just right, and next thing we know, we got brand deals and
Woo!
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I would say this is very specific. My peak was one day I was brushing my hair, and I used to have a side part, like hardcore side part. And one day I brushed my hair just back, and it parted down the middle. And Dalton said, "You should wear your hair like
That's
that."
your destiny.
And ever since then, I've had a middle part.
Aw, he knew.
It's been like a year and a half, straight middle part every day since then.
Oh,
That's
She
very
just-
good. That's
she-
when I peaked.
She just dated toxic.
I'm gonna
dudes.
add you on Facebook tonight, and then I'm gonna like go back to all your like
my
photos,
Epstein
yeah,
kids.
and just watch the progression
Yeah, and it went
into the sunlight.
Yeah, and that's I did. I've kind of like, I was not myself in my previous relationship. I was very
Not.
muted
Yeah, pig
version of
farmer.
myself. Yeah,
Stop
I didn't
saying that.
I don't even know if they had pigs. Did you have pigs? Yes. Yeah,
we used
you were a
to.
pig
We had to
farmer.
rub coconut oil on them every night.
Nice.
Is that what you're doing?
Cocoa butter. Yeah, I'm having flashback. His daughter
That's just
showed
roast me. That was me.
pigs, and so like we had to
You were
take
like,
care.
this is full circle right now.
Yeah,
I know
yeah. Now I'm
exactly
doing
what
it
to
to
do.
your dog.
But she always, every time we go out, she's always like, "Is it okay if I wear this?" I'm like, "I don't give a. I don't care what you wear."
Yeah, sorry, my dog's
Brr.
whining.
I know.
I was
Rainey.
just I was very muted and didn't get to be who I wanted to be. And now he's like, I think that's what I love the most is I can literally put on anything. And like one time I put on something and I was like, oh God, let's see, like just to see what he would say. I walked out and he was like, hey, cool outfit. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Aw, I love
Like, yeah.
that.
Like I used to be very
That's
much
so
just
sweet.
jeans, tennis shoes, t-shirt, which I still am for the most part because it's simple. But I've always wanted like the really like big combat boots. Like I wouldn't say that I'm
Well, that's just
goth,
her.
but-
She didn't want to be. She's
Granola
afraid to be
goth, though.
taller
yeah,
than I
granola
am.
goth. I love being tall.
Yeah, I
Wish I
like
was
it
taller.
too.
5'11".
I'm 6'1".
6'1".
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rainy.
Rainy, hush.
Sorry.
Well, not often that people are taller than you.
How tall are you?
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
I guess if you
You're
don't
only
mind.
5'8", but
That's tall for a woman.
I'm 5'10" and a half.
I thought it was 3/4. Are you shrinking?
Oh no.
No, it was
you're
always
getting
1/4,
old.
but I just exaggerated it.
You
No, because
lying
it's always
son of a
been-
bitch.
It has
so
always
mad.
been a
I'm so
quarter
mad.
because my dad is 5'10" even, and I am literally a quarter of an inch taller than him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're so 6'6".
6'5".
Yeah, there.
Absolutely. I literally am 6'1" and like a little bit.
I saw this TikTok where it was like, I think it was a girl maybe, or maybe, anyway, it doesn't matter. Someone's like asking a bunch of guys on the street, like, hey, how tall are you? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm like 6'1", 60. And they're like, okay, do you mind if we measure you right now?
And they're like,
Oh, yeah, and they're always...
yeah. I've seen that girl
so
that she she interviews people like that, and they talk about like natural hair, like what's your favorite kind of hairstyle. But I've seen the one where they're like, "How tall are you?"
That's
They
so
all lie.
funny. I know.
Yeah, Dalton lies sometimes too.
How tall do you say you are?
He says he's as tall as me.
6'1".
He's
Not
not.
a chance.
Not.
No,
Are
I'm
you?
not, but that's what I said.
I'm 6'1" flat.
What are you, 5'9"?
I used to lie, but would not. No, I'm
11.
I'm 6 foot. 5'11" and a
Like,
half.
so
There you
let's
go.
measure right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you mind if we measure you?
I
Actually.
hunch really bad, but I am.
I do too,
I've
yeah.
been. I've been measured at the doctor at 6 foot. When I was like
I
When he
have-
just woke up.
really straight. Like,
I was
sitting
sitting in the kitchen yesterday, like wearing just some flats. Like I didn't go to work yesterday, and I was in there, and he walked up to me. He goes, "You are so tall." I said, "Yep, I woke up
But I
like
was like,
this today."
Yeah.
compressed
I did it myself.
from
Yeah.
the guitar, dude.
I had been like laying in bed like asleep because I obviously I've been kind of sick. But so I've been laying all day, and you're like taller in the mornings because you're.
Are you?
Yeah, because your body like
Really?
decompresses, your spinal cord like decompresses throughout the day.
Yeah.
It's
That
minuscule.
makes sense, though.
But
You're tired and you just kind of.
yeah,
relax
and
a little
your
bit
like
more.
your spine gets a little bit more compressed. But anyways, I was standing in there, and he had been sitting at his desk all day, and he was like, "You're so tall," and I was like, "Thank you." He like
Alright.
hugged me, and I just like, "Yeah, good boy."
Very big mommy energy.
Okay, absolutely not.
Mama.
All right, that's enough.
To end the podcast, the funniest thing is when really tall dudes who are taller than her try to hit on her, and then when she tells them that she's with me, the face is very, very priceless.
Like, why?
They're like, I've literally do look me in the eyes and like, I'm like, what?
literally
Excuse-
right here.
Yeah, excuse.
I'm right here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's what he looks like that. He's like so disgusted. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be like, I'm really rich. I got a lot of money.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
it about it?
Yeah, he drives the 06 Camry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know.
Or that's what people used to say.
All right, y'all are awesome. Thank you for coming back, Brennan.
Check out Honky
My
Tonk
pleasure.
Revivalist.
Yes.
And your solo stuff, you just
Thank
like.
you for coming, Chelsea.
Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. I love having females.
Yeah.
We'll do it again whenever you want. I don't care.
I don't care.
Literally could be any time. If you
I
got
should've done
anything,
this.
if you got something you just want to say to the public, the very small public,
Can you shout out the church?
Sure. Yeah, we are. Oh, excuse me.
His back is decompressing.
Yeah, I had to get taller for a second there.
I know it's
5'10" and
dude, it's a
3/4.
lot to sit for 3 hours, bro.
That's not a very comfortable couch. I'm sorry.
Chelsea and I are part of Providence Community Church in Atascocita. We just celebrated 10 years in March. It's really, really great. And we're building a property on Timber Forest. Building a building on a property, excuse me. Timber Forest and Will Clayton, basically. Right by the Southern Made Donuts and Shell station by the neighborhood Walmart, kind of.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if anybody loves church or Jesus Christ,
I love me some Jesus.
we would love to have you at Providence. I am one of the pastors there. And then on the side, like they said, I'm a country musician, pure at heart.
And just good people.
Thank
With
you.
you guys, yeah.
the best people, yeah, no doubt. Y'all go check out Providence and please check out Brennan.
And
I would say don't
need
check
to
out the bands. Check Brennan out. And if the bands are lucky enough to have him play with them, you can go check those bands out. But
yeah.
go check Brennan out.
Cinco de Mayo. What'd you call it? Texican.
Texican Lager, that was the San Jacinto Warrior that LHB had for a while.
Yeah.
The Texican Lager. It's
like
kind of like
that.
their version of Dos Equis.
And that's
yeah,
my
the
favorite.
blackout.
The blackout. You
You drink
If
two
you
and you're
drink
blacked
two,
out.
you get blacked out.
feel like they're a high alcohol content?
It's 9%.
It's just with the like Houston water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's already fermented a
Get
little
the
bit.
amoeba in there.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I love that flesh-eating bacteria.
Dude, they gotta go. Yeah,
Just
they will
kidding.
get you drunk if you. Last time we played there, I was like, "Whew,
Yeah.
These
Just,
things
I don't
are-
really drink that much anymore.
these things are busting." Yeah.
Bustin'.
All right, well, I love y'all. Hold on, let me go turn the live off. Thank
yes,
y'all
thank
for
y'all for
coming.
coming. Please come back.
Thanks for having us.
Rock
This
on.
was a
Peace
great.
out.
This was like couples therapy almost,
They
but not.
are
It wasn't really therapy, but it was.
Therapeutic.
Yeah.
Can you come back and do marriage counseling? even
Have
though
we
we're not
ever had
married?
another
Anytime.
couple?
Anytime.
Is this the first couple?
We have to officiate first.
Yeah.
But okay, Don and
Oh, okay, never mind.
usually the wives sit there and don't
They just watch.
One
and
time-
watch.
One
Oh,
time, a
that's
wife
weird.
did come and she didn't want to be on it, but she just sat right
This
there.
happened a couple times. All right, I love y'all. Let me turn
Chelsea
my
loves
light
being
off.
the center of attention. Oh,
Me too.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's part of. There's a reason they're with music. Bye, everyone. I love y'all. Nothing broke. I think we're good.